was doing somewhere over 100 miles an hour is what they were saying. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Everybody that I talked to kept saying the same name, which was Morgan & Morgan. I was on hold for maybe 15 seconds when they come back and said, Jason, we will absolutely take your case. As a non-tech savvy guy, any question that I had, if I called, text, or email, they got right back to me. They made it as easy for me as it could have been.
Thank you for trusting us. We've become the largest injury firm in the world because we've won a lot. The word is out. Size matters. Reputation matters. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. With over 900 dedicated attorneys and climbing, we're ready wherever you are, whatever you need. The choice is easy. We're just a phone call away. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready for a clearer tomorrow? Well, for a limited time, the Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultation. Do what my son and my father-in-law did. Text 1041 to 868686. Schedule your free LASIK consultation today. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures and use only the latest state-of-the-art LASIK tech. And they offer 24-month interest-free financing to qualified patients. And even better, you can use your Flex spending account for LASIK as well. Free yourself from glasses or contacts in 2024. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
The Dunkin' Run is back, which means more bite for your buck. Because when you buy a medium or larger coffee, you can add a flavor-packed sausage, egg, and cheese for $3. Not craving a full meal? Then the $2 bagel minis are the perfect savory bites to snack on. And who can forget about the donuts? Whether it's filled, frosted, or glazed, get your favorite one for only $1. Get great deals on food when you buy a medium or larger coffee. Order ahead on the app. America runs on Dunkin'. Offer valid with the purchase of a medium or larger coffee. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms and exclusions apply.
Well, hello there. Join me at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino to celebrate a new era in gaming. With live craps, roulette, and sports betting now available to go along with the biggest selection of slots in South Florida. Plus, all your other favorite table games. Complement your night with my award-winning fine dining and casual fare options, lively bars and lounges. Or catch your favorite A-list entertainer at Hard Rock Live. Discover your rhythm today. Go to hardrockholly.com. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
When it comes to protecting your family and property, there's a name that has stood the test of time. Safe Touch Security. Save 50% right now on your security package by calling 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 20001945 LVA 4188.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. G-R-A-N-D. Grand. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Trump wins big in Iowa to the best and worst moments of the Emmys and the return of your top 8 friends, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And it is, friends, a Share the Show Tuesday. That means you share the show with somebody. Tell them about the News Junkie Radio Show and this fine radio station that you're listening to it on. Spread the word, send a link to the podcast, hit that like button on the live stream, and smash it as hard as you can. Break the mouse today.
Yeah.
Because this is a Share the Show Tuesday. How's everybody doing on a Share the Show Tuesday?
Pretty good. I'm feeling productive today. Things are happening, yeah.
Oh, what's happening? What's going on?
I don't know. We had a great meeting, and we're here at the station and kind of moving things around. Flashlights were used. I started to fill out my 2024 planner, which was part of the to-do list 2 weeks ago. But
okay.
It's a little bit about me. What about you guys? How you feeling?
Making some movement. Because I forgot about the call that we had with iHeart this morning.
Feel not productive at all. You just
gotcha.
I had scheduled an emergency shave right before the show today, so I didn't get to.
How do you
to do the
schedule an
shave.
emergency?
No, I mean, like I said, I need to shave bad, and I think I have just enough time to do it right before the show, and no. So deal with it, folks, on the stream. That's how it's going to go today. And we shall put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. We go to former President Trump, who is celebrating his win in Iowa. And not only did he win...
Did anybody die?
No, nobody died that I know about.
Good. That's good. But in case they were about to die, good thing they got their caucus vote in, right?
You know what? If they did die, worth it, as we learned yesterday. But this time, more Trump being Trump after his victory. When they showed the map of Iowa and, like, which counties he won because of these caucuses where they do this, like, weird voting thing, everything was red, and red meant that Trump won that county. And so I think he won like almost every county, except I think Nikki Haley won one county by like 3 votes or something. It was very, very, very one-sided.
What happened to Ronnie?
They started the caucuses at like 8 o'clock, and I think they announced Trump as the winner like 5 minutes later. It was fast. It happened very, very quickly. And here we go. Here's Trump talking afterwards.
So I don't want to be overly rough on the president.
All right, he's for the record, he's talking about Biden, right? He's talking about Joe Biden after his win here, and Trump goes in on him.
So I don't want to be overly rough on the president, but I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country.
So I don't want to be overly critical and overly harsh on old Joe Biden.
For sure. Jesus, man.
But he's the worst president we've ever had in the history of the United States of America. That's like your boss saying, I don't want to be overly critical on this job survey that I'm doing for employers, but you are the worst employee that iHeartRadio has ever seen in the history of this company.
Okay.
Oh,
what would have been
bit.
worse than that?
Yeah, that's what my question is, Mr. Trump. Imagine for a second you were going to be overly harsh on the president. What would you say
that
then?
sound like? This old man is basically dead. And just really, that was being easy on him.
So I don't want to be overly rough on the president.
He's the worst.
But I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country.
Just saying.
Yeah, right. I'm just tossing that out there. Fair assessment of what's going on. He's celebrating today because he had a very big win in Iowa. None of this means anything yet. It's now going to New Hampshire, which will be in, I think, a week or so.
Is that a caucus or a primary?
New Hampshire, I think, is a primary, but you know what? I'm not 100% sure. I believe they actually vote there. For those of you who missed yesterday, the Iowa thing is really weird. Caucuses are really weird. Imagine that you're in Iowa and you're living in Des Moines, and they go, okay.
Party time.
In your district, it's the caucus is at Dave's house, and everybody goes to Dave's house, and they go, who's voting for C-Lane? Get over here. And they say, who's voting for Sabrina? Get over here. And who's voting for Sean? Get over here. And everybody gets in their groups, and then you try to convince all the other people, and then once you've amassed a big enough crowd, that's how many votes you get. And this year, for the first time, they made them like actually write down, like I will vote for this person. My caucus vote goes to this person. And it was a big victory for Trump. He had all kinds of weird stuff going on. It's been a weird 48 hours for Trump. I didn't know this.
To think we're just getting started, my friends.
Oh, yeah. And we're just starting to build up his political celebrity friends, because I didn't know that there were a lot of celebrities that were big Trump fans. But man, was I wrong on that. He had this speech
And another man
yesterday.
who's a friend of mine. He's another one I'm not going to mess around with. He's
in Iowa.
Knox County, Tennessee. Do you know Glenn Jacobs?
No.
Goes by the name of Kane.
Kane.
Where is Kane?
Yeah, the wrestler Kane and Undertaker
Wasn't
are
he
Trump fans.
in politics at one point as well? Didn't he run for governor or something?
Yeah, I think he did. There's a couple of wrestlers
Governor
that have
Kane?
gone political. Yeah, Governor Kane. Governor Undertaker would be even crazier if that happened. But you had, what's his name? Jesse
Ventura.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura, who was a wrestler, famed wrestler, and he then ran for governor and won, I believe, and had a political career for a little while. And so there's been a crossover there. I don't know if these guys are looking into that, but I guess the Undertaker and Kane, the wrestlers, are big fans of Trump.
Look at the size of this guy.
Look at this guy.
Man, oh man.
He's a big boy.
He's all man. He's
What?
all man. It's good. How many years have you been doing that? You've been Kane, one of the great characters in-
It sounded like he forgot what to actually call it. So he's you've been doing the just continues to whatever
Look
he was
at
going to say.
you. You're all man.
Oh, my
I've
gosh.
seen it.
I got a little homoerotic.
The freeze here, the ticker says that Mike Lindell says Fox News has canceled My Pillow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fox News' response was, yes, we have currently canceled the advertising campaign that he hasn't paid for.
Okay.
All right, so maybe a little bit
Funny
different.
how that works.
Yeah, it is. All right, back to the wrestlers.
how many? So how tall are you? You're 6'.
Oh, my God. Seriously?
6'8", and weigh what when you wrestle? About 3. Well, that's not bad. I'm not that far away either.
He said that's not bad.
You guys didn't go over what you were going to talk about before introducing him, huh?
No, they never do that. Are you kidding me? Wing it all the time. That's what we're going for around here. So there you go. Trump wins the Iowa caucuses, and the GOP heads on. Vivek Ramaswamy said, I'm done. I quit. I'm out. It only took one L on the board for him. And he said he's throwing his support behind former President Trump.
You think he's
there you
hoping
go.
to be his VP?
I think he is. I don't know if he will be. I have no idea. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. But he's definitely
I would
out.
love a couple weeks of Trump learning to say Ramaswamy. I just think that would,
How much do you
that'd
weigh?
be delightful.
Somebody's saying Fetterman was a wrestler. Is that
Yeah,
true?
I think so, right?
All right. I
didn't
think
know
that
that.
we have an idea churning here right now, and that's let's get, instead of an election or the next caucus, for example, we'll just do a cage fight.
Oh, might as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'll watch a little cage fight action.
We got Jesse, and we got Kane, and then I guess Trump can be just like the coach on the side or something. Wrestling
he can
doesn't
get
even
in
have
there.
that.
He's just as big as The Undertaker. Let's see how he does in the ring. Let's see what happens with him. All right, that's it for politics for the moment. Now we go over to how damn cold it is in the United States of America.
Bro.
Dangerously cold temperatures. You know what I saw yesterday? I've never seen this before in my life. I saw a photograph. I don't have it in front of me, but just picture it, if you will.
Okay.
And on account of the radio. There was a photo yesterday that showed all these houses in the Northeast, and the wall sockets were frozen, like the plugs in the wall.
Really?
And I
that's
thought to
weird.
myself, I'm like, that seems really bad that those would be frozen.
I would be curious, where the water came from, because if it's, I mean, are you saying there was ice?
Yeah, there was actual ice on them.
Hey, where'd the water come from? Because there should not be water in a wall socket.
I would hope not, right? Let me see if I can find it here on the fly.
Oh, there would be some humidity inside the house, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe enough to do this, I guess, at least. I can't bring it up right now, but I'll try to at some point to show you
Happens
what
to
I'm talking
everybody at some point.
Yeah, we'll
Shut
take
up.
your word for it, Sean. Fake news.
It was really actually frozen outlets at this place, and I could not believe it. And maybe you folks up in Rochester can tell us that this is a more normal thing that happens to you, but it very much scared the hell out of me. Speaking of that, how about the Bills winning 31-17 over the Steelers, and somehow, some way, They got the snow off that damn field before the game.
Buddy, seeing the people trying to get to their seats was insane. There was one guy who was just like shoveling it with his hands, and there were 6 people behind him.
Yeah.
Like a human snowplow.
They should let all the Buffalo Bills fans just bring those bug assault guns to the snowy game, and they can just salt, and here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I was so impressed that they were able to get all of that ice and snow and everything else out of the way on the field, but a little bit sad that, as Sabrina said, they decided to not necessarily do that for the folks who had seats. They just left the whole thing full of snow, and people were like pushing it out of the way as they were walking to go to their seats.
For them, man. Like, they couldn't do anything for them.
I guess not. They're brave folks, though. Some of them sitting out there for the whole game as dangerous cold temperatures hit the Rockies, the Great Plains, the Midwest, all over the Northeast. You had a lot of people without power in Oregon, Texas, and Louisiana. And no matter where you are, it's relatively cold right now in the United States of America. We have a lot to talk about on a very busy Share the Show Tuesday. We'll go over some of the stuff that happened for the Emmys last night. Obviously, we'll have more, I'm sure, on that in the next episode. But just some basic things. And also, I'm tired of the fake videos every day with the fake videos. And people send these to me, and I'm like, that video is definitely not real. Another one making the rounds. What's going on in this one? We'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with a free iHeartRadio app. And on your smart speaker. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
It would be my pleasure. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident on I-4 eastbound's off-ramp to Maitland Boulevard. The off-ramp right lane is blocked. All lanes are blocked eastbound and westbound on Alafaya Trail at Moss Road. And authorities are clearing up an accident on Orange Blossom Trail southbound north of Land Street Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The music we listen to all year long.
The anthems that were our soundtrack for 2023.
And the stars who made the songs we love will all be celebrated.
Live from Los Angeles on Fox, April 1st.
Be here as the nominees for our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Awards are announced.
Let's get it started.
Thursday at 9 a.m.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Are these leaking sounds and roof damage keeping you up all night? Call K1 Roofing today. Superior service, efficient workmanship, and stellar results on every job. Let K1 Roofing save you time and money. Call now from your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword new roof and get $1,000 off. It's easy. Dial pound 250 and say keyword new roof. Call K1 Roofing now. Dial pound 250 and say keyword new roof. You have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
New year, even a presidential election year, but we are still facing the same issues. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, your family, and your investments. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. They make it simple for you whether you are buying more gold, diversifying your 401k, or buying gold for the first time. Call the Oxford Gold Group at 833-995-GOLD and order the investment guide or make a purchase of precious metals and get up to $2,500 in free gold. 833-995-GOLD.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Dunkin' Run is back, which means more bite for your buck. Because when you buy a medium or larger coffee, you can add a flavor-packed sausage, egg, and cheese for $3. Not craving a full meal? Then the $2 bagel minis are the perfect savory bites to snack on. And who can forget about the donuts? Whether it's filled, frosted, or glazed, get your favorite one for only $1. Get great deals on food when you buy a medium or larger coffee. Order ahead on the app. America runs on Dunkin'. Offer valid with the purchase of a medium or larger coffee. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms and exclusions apply.
Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all. And you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Try something new for 2024. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
On this lovely Share the Show Tuesday, we're going to get to your dispatches momentarily. One thing that always blows my mind is how many people out there get super hyped, super angry about things that are fake, right? Things that just aren't real. It's probably one of the biggest problems we have in the United States of America right now. It truly is. Nobody gets it. Nobody seems to be tuned into this, but it is a huge problem.
No one takes a second to analyze and realize they might be fooled.
No, I don't believe so. I think, like, if you took a bunch of voters who are on the far left and brought them into a room, and a bunch of voters who are on the far right and brought them into another room, and you're like, let me know what are the things that have you so hyped, you're most excited about voting, and like the things that get you the most angry every day. And if they rattled off a bunch of things, half of these things would not even be real. They would be fake things. Oh, I saw it here, I saw this, or I saw a video that did this. People are whipped up by so much fake stuff. And it's wild how varied the content is. From fake videos of students being rude in the classroom to teachers, to fake videos of couples fighting over something, to fake road rage videos, they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. So I want to try to see if we could get better, maybe everybody as a whole, at separating the videos that are real from the videos that are fake.
Sounds like a pipe dream to me, Sean.
Maybe it does, but I want to try anyhow. And we'll go over some videos. We'll just do this as we roll on through 2024. And I want people to get better at starting to recognize what is not real. Because sometimes you watch a video and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm so angry about this. And it'll be like, that's fake, dummy. Oh my God, you're wasting your time being mad. That's fake, dummy. This one, let's see what you guys think, okay? Does everybody across the country, no matter where they are right now around the world, know what Disney adults are, you think, or does that need an explanation?
I think, we, because we're in Florida, we could take it for granted that people may not know.
Yeah, but then you also see it on social media. It's very clear, it's the adults that are absolutely 100% obsessed with Disney. They have from head to toe physically wearing all the gear. They go to Disney all the time. They get really excited if there's like a hidden Mickey Mouse head somewhere and wait 6 hours just to see it.
Yeah, it's
and we
a
love
thing.
them, of course, because they listen.
They get a lot of crap, though. Just for the record, Disney adults get a lot of crap. It's like, grow up. What are you doing? Why are you so excited to go to the theme parks every day? And it's like, God forbid they have fun, enjoy themselves. They're not hurting anybody. God, let these people live their lives. But they get a lot of hate. But these are folks who are adults who are very, very much into going to the theme parks, mostly Disney and Disney-related parks, and they're excited about it. Now, here are two of them right in front of me here, okay? I don't know their names, but it doesn't really matter. I think they go by the Twink and the Redhead. That's really what they go by online.
What?
The Twink and the Redhead, and they have a video for us. Let's examine.
Anyone who knows me and my long-term boyfriend know that we meet a lot of our friends.
Can you already pause, please?
All right.
I am a little bit confused because twink is a term for a tiny gay man, is it not?
Yes. The small, effeminate gay man, usually.
And then she just introduced him as her long-term
boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
Cool.
This, I think it'll start to make more sense, possibly in a second or two, as they get a little further into this.
Anyone who knows me and my long-term boyfriend know that we meet a lot of our friends online these days.
We have made a ton of friends in the Disney community, a majority of which we have met on Swingers Upon Maine.
What?
This is an app for swingers by swingers. Swingers that love Disney.
All right, so
this is a joke.
We've got our Disney adults that are also swingers.
You know, Sean, I just got fooled because you presented this as a fake video, right?
Well, I don't know. Is it real? Is it fake? Are these guys just out there trolling? What are we looking at here? That's the big question, I think. Because this video has, hang on, let me minimize for just a moment, 7 million views on Twitter. 7 million times this video has been viewed.
Ashley and I love to swing all over Walt Disney World Resort.
The Grand Floridian.
Main Street, USA.
Cinderella's Castle.
Space Mountain. And people love to drink around the world. Well, how about swinging around the world?
It's our favorite.
Swing Upon Maine has...
Okay, did you see that?
Yeah, all right.
What the hell was that?
They are funny. I do appreciate this because they got me right in the beginning. But I will say it's very clear that this is satire.
Okay,
right?
All right. So Sabrina's saying this is satire. Have you weighed in yet, C-Lane, or do you think these folks are for real or what?
I mean, it doesn't sound very real to me.
Okay, let's see what else they have to say.
Swing Upon Main has Disney lovers from all over the world, and we all just come together in the most magical place on Earth. And heck, why not call it the most fun place on Earth, too?
We don't just trade pins at Magic Kingdom. We trade partners.
I hope all the other... Oh...
You can download the app Swing Upon Main today.
Okay. All right.
I love it. Subscribed.
I think you guys see what's going on here. And let's try this. Swingers Upon Main.
See, the other thing is he called it Swing Upon Main when the graphic said Swingers.
Yeah, and it did. It says Swingers Upon Main. Maybe they did the graphic wrong. I don't know. The website doesn't seem to be up just yet. But somebody in this thread says it's real and finds photos of them on one of these swingers sites.
No way.
And shows, this is a Meet Upon Main. This is some of the folks who are like Disney adults who are also swingers, and they show the profiles of some of these people. And, I guess this is a thing. I guess there are people who are into this and want to date other folks or swing with other folks who are in the Disney community. It seems to be real. An actual thing.
It was confusing me with the actual state of Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yes.
That was the only confusing part to you, Sierra?
I'm trying to look here. There's a lot of people who are on this site. This is more of a singles app than anything else, but folks are saying that this is real. Other folks are saying...
I've been told they're real.
Maybe they're just very dedicated to the bit. Like, have we found any other videos that they've created?
No, but I'm saying there's other like Disney swinger Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Somebody says, while I'm not shocked that a Disney Swingers a hookup site exists, the original video is too poorly acted to be real. My favorite part is when she did her fake laugh after he did the Mickey impression.
That laugh was terrible.
The transition was late and the camera caught her breaking character. And they're like, this is a skit. And so back and forth, everybody goes. And, when you look at this, everybody's going to start fighting over this. Disney adults are terrible. Do you see all the things that are going on here? And you can search twink and redhead. So, right, there's things we could do to try to figure out whether or not these folks are actually real. They are on Instagram. They are on TikTok as a twink and a redhead with a whole bunch of followers. 281,000 followers over on TikTok. And they post a lot of videos just like this. They post restaurant reviews. They post various different things. And I think in some ways they're probably trolling a little bit here. But also, there is a group of people who are Disney adults and swingers, because of course there is.
Yes.
There's enough Disney adults and there's enough percentage of people that are swingers that of course there's people who are into that world.
Yeah, just because they love Disney doesn't mean they hate sex. I mean,
right.
That's what adults do, I believe. Some of them.
There's a whole bunch of posts from them, and they are a real couple, and they do seem to be actually into this, but I'm sure they're trolling the audience like so many people do, right? So that's a video that you would see, and so many people would get mad about it and just think, hey, this is completely and totally actually how these people are.
My kids go there, damn it.
And I'm telling you, they would go, I'm not going to Disney anymore. There's people having sex in Cinderella's castle.
Yeah,
you think they actually had sex in Cinderella's castle? Of course they haven't had sex in Cinderella's castle. If it was doable,
they've been kicked out.
Wait a tick. Can't you stay in Cinderella's castle? Like, don't they give that, night
It's
away?
usually a Make-A-Wish kind of thing.
Is it really?
I thought.
No adults,
yeah.
just kids that are dying.
See, I haven't heard of that before, but I know that this is not a thing where people are having sex randomly around Disney World, and there's swingers just behind every bush at Disney World.
I kind of want to bang in Cinderella's castle now.
Now that you're thinking about it?
Yeah.
And everybody gets all angry about these things. So that one's a weird one. You can kind of put that in the murky territory of there's some parts of it that are accurate, and there's some parts of it where they're trolling the audience to try to get a response, to try to get more social media followers and attention, and 7 million people watch that video. I can't find the website that they talked about, the Swingers on Main or Swing on Main. That doesn't seem to exist. So you see what I'm saying here? You just take a little bit of effort and you can dig through these things. The other one that I see going around today, just to analyze a little bit further, is this guy who said, my Tinder date got mad when we split the bill. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but he's like filming himself at the table and he's saying, she got really pissed off when I said we should split the bill. These kind of things happen. It's not unlike that video where the woman goes, on a first date, you took me to the Cheesecake Factory.
And refused to get out of the car?
Yeah, and all of us could watch this and go, I don't think this is real. I don't think this video is real. Here's this guy.
Sad that she had to split the bill.
All right, he's filming like the ground underneath the table. And them splitting the bill.
Well, what'd you say?
Why are you splitting the bill?
Well, I mean, it's our first date, so I thought we should maybe go half.
I can't.
It's like bad acting.
The bill.
I mean, you ordered an appetizer that I didn't even touch. Why do you think that I should
okay,
pay
but
for it?
you asked me out.
Yeah, this is so...
I know, but you ordered something.
This is so fake. All of these people do these things where they just happen to have their camera surreptitiously recording the moment, and all the language is stilted back and forth. People don't actually talk like this the way they do in the video.
Yeah, but we could see that, and there is a large group of people who see that immediately and comment on it because they think it's real and start the discussion and the fighting back and forth.
They're like, this is what the problem is with young women. They expect that men pay the bill every single time instead of splitting. And it's like, oh my
Elaine,
God.
pull that, please.
Everybody is just trolling everybody. And all of these people are taking the bait on that one, which is quite clearly a fake video. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we come back, we'll get into some of this Emmy stuff, see what happened there. There was a couple of crazy incidents that occurred. There was a Green Goblin at one point in time. I don't know. It got weird. We'll see what else happened. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Ian Cassette with your Central Florida forecast. Rain will come to an end by this evening with foggy conditions possible overnight. Temperatures will drop to 62 degrees. And for Tuesday, expect another chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms ahead of a cold front. This cold front is going to drop our temperatures from a high of 71 degrees Tuesday back into a low of near 42 degrees Wednesday morning with feels like temperatures falling into the 30s. We'll definitely need to layer up. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Ian Cassette.
This report is sponsored by Jeff Martin Auctioneers. Jeff Martin Auctioneers is hosting a public auction in Kissimmee February 12th through the 15th and is now accepting consignments daily, featuring over 6,000 lots of heavy equipment, cranes, and more. Bid your way live on-site or online at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. License AU4483.
Folks, if you have any issues at all with your air conditioner at your house, you deserve to be comfortable. You deserve to have peace of mind, and you deserve a great company that's going to help you out, and that's Mills Air. This is a company that is going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you the truth. Hey, here's what's going on with your air conditioner. If it's a $5 part, it's a $5 part. They're not trying to take advantage of you. They want you over at Mills Air to be a customer for a very long time. Look, they're not some fly-by-night company. They've been around since 1992. They've been doing this for over 30 years, keeping Central Florida cool. This is Mills Air, and they're a stand-up company run by a stand-up guy named Leon Mills. They're also a Carrier Factory authorized dealer, which means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand-new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Their phone number is 407-277-1159, or you can find them online at millsair.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I feel occasional burning and stabbing in my hands as I age.
I sometimes feel numbness and tingling in my feet as I get older.
It's starting to get in the way of doing what I love.
At Nervive, we hear you, and we can help. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use.
Now that I know, I'm taking control.
Try Nervive Nerve Relief and say yes to healthy nerves.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
In a small Tennessee town, a killer was caught by unlikely investigators, high school students, and their teacher, Alex Campbell. Though the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation supports their theory, no charges have been filed. Murder 101 follows the students as they endeavor to complete the assignment.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Marco's just dropped their new Pizzoli. 4 fully loaded melty handhelds baked in fresh dough. In flavors like pepperoni or chicken bacon ranch. Goes for just $5.99 for a limited time. So go try Marco's new Pizzoli today. Use code Pizzoli. Limited time only. Participation may vary. See store for details.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the
Really crazy to think about. You had the Iowa caucus, Trump beat everybody. It wasn't even close, right? And they said that a lot of the other candidates put a bunch of money into this to try to win in Iowa. Obviously, they thought this was important to them. And they spent about $250 million on all of this.
Yikes.
And when you consider that, it's like, God, people are just throwing away money for politics. That is just next level to me. $250 million, $250 million. Think about the things that you could do. Like if you were in charge of a state or a community at that, and inside that community, you look and you're like, what are the problems that we have? What are the things that make people happy? What are the things that make people sad? What are the things we could do to improve the most of our citizens' lives? And you look at things from that perspective. You go, $250 million. All right, what can we do? paying for commercials where everybody attacks each other and then Trump just beats you all when the election comes around seems like one of the bigger wastes that I can think of.
It truly is, except it's helping the, quote unquote local economy because those advertisers and the producers of those commercials must be banking during election time.
Yeah, and there's other stuff, too, because obviously they're always in Iowa. They go up there, they do these events. All the people who are in the events business end up making money. People who, rent out stages and audio equipment. All those people get money out of this. So it is good for that. It's just like when the Super Bowl comes to town. The NFL is a greedy, terrible organization. But when the Super Bowl comes to town, it really does bring in a lot of money. It really brings in a lot of cash.
That's why they were allowed to deal the way that they do.
Exactly. Yeah, they let them get away with more than they would otherwise if you weren't bringing in millions of dollars worth of economic activity. And $250 million is just a pile of cash that I could have done so many better things with. If you would have just given it to me, I would have had fun with it. But now it's all gone, poof, up in smoke, just like that. Everybody watching the Emmys last night, I'm assuming? Yeah, big night.
I watched
I did watch some too.
The very beginning.
Wow, both of you watched some of this. Okay, maybe award shows are making a comeback right now.
I just wanted to see if anybody Joe Coyed it.
What was it? What was the award show last year where the slap happened? The Oscars?
Yeah. Yes, and I think that was 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Things are so blurry for me in the timeline because it's been pretty insane for the last couple of years.
From what I understand, this is the rescheduled Emmys, perhaps, because I forget why they had postponed it, but we've had recently, it was the Critics' Choice Awards. What was the one right before that with Joe Coy?
Oh,
because Critics' Choice was Chelsea Handler.
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes.
And then we had
right.
Emmys, all back to back. And I have to say, though I didn't watch the first two, I found what I did watch on the Emmys to be rather wholesome and fun.
Well, you had Anthony Anderson hosting, who is kind of like a wholesome type guy. He's funny, and
he's been hosting the lie show for a while.
The what show?
The Who's Telling the Truth show.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I'm not familiar with that at all.
Is that daytime?
I don't know where it is, but anyway, what I'm saying, he has hosting experience, and one of his things is his mama is always on set with him. And so for when he hosted the Emmys, one of his bits for the monologue was that instead of playing the person off with the orchestra, if they're going too long on their acceptance speech, his mama will just start yelling at them.
Oh my God, that was so funny. What a great bit.
And she actually did it. Because
she did it to him.
Yeah, I saw when a couple of the people were going on with their speeches and clips I saw, his mom, Anthony Anderson's mom, in the audience would stand up, and she had a sign in her hands that had a clock with a Ghostbusters thing through it, you've gone over your time, basically. And she stood up, and the people would be like, all right, I guess I've gone too far here. So people seem to like Anthony Anderson, and they seem to think that he did a great job. One thing that happens to me when I watch a show like this that I noticed with the Emmys last night and the clips that I saw, since I didn't watch it live, is I'm reminded of shows that I watched. I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a long time ago.
They had a lot of really cute moments. A lot of the, shows that have reunited for the first time in a long time, but with their sets and stuff. Grey's Anatomy. I almost lost my S.
Oh, really?
Them. Oh, well, yeah. Even half of the cast they had up there were dead.
They had the show Beef, which I totally forgot about watching.
Yeah.
That won a bunch of awards last night. And I go, oh, that's right. And one thing I liked was the creator of this show, Beef, one of the people that he tends to thank when he's up on stage is the person that he got into a road rage altercation with that inspired him to make the series about a road rage altercation and everything that happened on the show. And I'll go, man, it's been so long. I forgot that show even existed. Of course, The Bear was a big winner. Succession was a big winner. Abbott Elementary, I've never seen that one, but that I always see winning these awards.
We started Abbott Elementary and it wasn't really keeping our attention.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I keep hearing about it, and it's not really showing up on my radar other than winning awards. So I don't know what that says. For The Bear, Maddie Matheson, the chef, I guess, accepted the award as everybody else was up on stage. And People love The Bear. They love The Bear. That show
the
is
supporting actress girl who did a fantastic job and was well. She definitely deserved the Emmy. She beat out both women from Ted Lasso, who were beloved, and the girl who plays Lois from Family Guy, who's on Miss Maisel.
Yeah, right.
I'm forgetting her name.
It was all women now? Was it like best?
It's best
female
best supporting actress.
Yeah, I liked her in The Bear for sure, but I think she deserves the award solely for sparking everybody's interest in that omelet that she made in one of the latter episodes, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, "Damn, this was a good idea. Let's make that
With
omelet."
the potato chips?
Oh man, I remember watching that, being like, "I want to eat the television right now." So that one big at the Emmys last night. And we'll get into in the next episode some more of the things that happened. But congratulations out to our friend Elton John, because with his Emmy Award win, he is now officially an EGOT winner. He is there. Not too shabby.
For what?
It was Farewell from Dodger Stadium, a concert special.
That was the live stream that they did. They streamed it live from LA, and I wanted to watch it live. I was like all excited to watch it. It was a Sunday night, and they're like, "Hey, just kidding. It starts at what a normal concert time would be in LA. So on the East Coast, it starts at 10 o'clock at night." And I was like, not staying up for that."
Farewell from Dodger Stadium, Elton John's live special got him the EGOT. He's the 19th person ever to get an EGOT, which is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. And there's a list of all the folks who have made this an accomplishment over time. Very, very small crowd of people to join, and Elton John
John Legend, I believe, is one.
Yeah, he's on the list. Jennifer Hudson, Viola Davis, she is an EGOT winner. Whoopi Goldberg is one of the winners. And
Alan Menken, that makes sense.
I don't know if I know Alan Menken.
You know his work. He wrote all the songs for Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. He's a composer. And so which is kind of cool that you could get this EGOT and not be a gigantic star. At least, people don't look at Alan Menken and go, "I want his autograph now."
All right, I got to meet him.
I want a picture with him.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's on there as well, so the music stuff, I guess, breaks through and gets you to the EGOT territory.
Tim Rice, I bet, was part of getting Elton John on the list, too, because he did stuff with, like, The Lion King, and they did some work together, so that might have been where Elton got his Oscar.
I don't even have a single one of them. Son of a bitch.
Hey, if you work hard this year, you might find yourself in the Emmys next year, Sean.
All right, I'm going to do the best I can. I'll give it all I have, and we'll see what happens. Right now, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening in your world. Here's my brother can suck it with a dispatch about rage bait videos.
Good morning, News Junkies.
Good afternoon.
So videos like the swingers on Maine feels really much like rage baiting videos. A perfect example of this is the subreddit R Stupid Food, where people will do outrageous things and put them on food and whatnot and combine random things together to shock and awe. It's really just rage baiting.
Yep.
It's
literally
anyway,
everywhere. Literally everywhere. I remember, I'll give you an example of one of these stories where it exploded and everybody just believed it. And I heard it from people in my life. There was a story about how there was some school, and at this high school, there was an explosion in students who were identifying as furries. And they were allowing them to dress up as furries at school, and they installed a litter box in the bathroom. And
people are using that as their part of their political campaign.
Yes, absolutely. There were politicians talking about it. It was all over the internet. All these boomer people were like, "Oh, can you believe it? They have litter boxes in the schools now." And you go, okay, there are plenty of real things to go, hey, this is insane. Why are people doing this? This is not a real thing. This did not actually happen at this school, but it took hold. And there's still probably millions and millions of people that believe this stuff actually happened. It is so interesting to me that there's so many people that get heated about things that aren't actually real. That's why I wanted to bring that up. Here's Dan the plumber chiming in on this.
What's up, News Junkie?
Hey.
Happy Share the Show Tuesday.
Thank you for that.
Totally agree with you about all these fake videos and everything going around. So annoying. My wife is always on the TikTok and the Facebook and the Instagram and all that, scrolling these videos. Look how funny this is. Look how funny this is. And I'm just like, that's fake. That's more scripted than the dang television show you're trying to make.
Oh, so you just pop that balloon all the time.
Good.
Can't have any more original content in this world anymore.
I feel bad about it sometimes. Like my friend posted this video over the holiday break, and it was supposed to be this really amazing drone show at the Eiffel Tower for Christmas.
Yeah,
and the lights were moving around like drones not really can do just yet, and it was fake.
But just close enough so you believe that it's this magnificent thing.
Because you wanted to believe it because it looked really cool, and whoever faked it did a very good job, but it was CGI, and I just didn't say anything because I was like, I like this person. I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Exactly. You know, this deserves, like, this one person deserves a shout out at this moment, and it was, I think, in the beginning when we first started the show, the girl who lit herself on fire by accident. And we talked about it for like 2 days before Jimmy Kimmel revealed himself in the part 2. And I'm like, she walked so we could run. And all these fake videos. Did not use any CGI. She was a stunt woman. Kimmel put it all together, and here we are in 2024.
I don't get exposed to as much of this as I used to because obviously my parents have passed. But when you sit down with your parents, a lot of times, that's when you're going to hear this stuff. They'll go, did you hear about this? And you go, oh, my God, face in hand as you face palm your way through the holidays when you keep hearing, did you hear that this was happening out there? And you go, oh, God. People believe everything that reinforces their view of the world. Everybody's got an established view of the world. And if you find something that reinforces that, you will just immediately not question at all what you're looking at. That's like they added the thing to Twitter so people would have to read the story before they retweeted it or, reacted to it or anything. You didn't have to, but it encouraged you to. Well, they still do it, but it doesn't change anything. Nobody reads stuff. They just look at something and if it goes, hey, this is what I think is going on out there. This is definitely true. Here you go. Let's share it and let's get it out there. Tell us what you think. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now.
I've been slightly distracted because that dispatcher mentioned a Reddit I'd never heard of called Stupid Food. Look at the thing I just sent you that I found is one of the first things I saw in Stupid Food. It's called Jurassic Potatoes. And while it's stupid, somebody did a lot of work on Jurassic Potatoes.
Let me tell you something. This is beautiful.
If somebody served me, like if I went to a restaurant and ordered like dinosaur nuggies and they served it like this, I would be like, I'm finding it hard to start eating.
How is this not on the menu at like Rainforest Cafe or something?
I think it would be hilarious.
That would take too long. You know what the back of the house would be like? Okay, we have to make our 15th Jurassic Park potatoes. Hell no.
It's like a mountain of mashed potatoes with a waterfall of gravy, and all of the dino nuggies are feasting on the gravy as if it's like a watering hole or something. And the trees are all broccoli. Right? It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's a work of art to whoever created this.
They might have gotten a new subscriber out of me just now.
Okay, quick break. When we return, we'll hear more from you, and I'd love to hear your first dispatch ever today. So do that over at thenewsjunkie.com. Plus, we heard about that failed moon thing. So what's going to happen with the thing that was launched up into space, with the ashes, with all of that? Those are big questions. We're going to answer them. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Alafaya Trail, eastbound and westbound at Moss Road. The off-ramp right lane is blocked due to an accident from I-4 eastbound to Maitland Boulevard. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound before the bend. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway and State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Moms, we all wish there were 2 more of us just to get through the day, preparing lunches, snacks, dinners. We've all got a lot on our plates. That's where Fresh from Florida comes in. They have hundreds of recipes that make mealtime quick, easy, and healthy. And shopping for locally grown produce is a snap. Just look for the Fresh from Florida logo. When it's almost dinner time and you have to be 3 places at once, go to the one place that counts. FreshFromFlorida.com. There's sunshine in every bite.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Get connected to Central Florida like never before with Very Local, powered by Wesh 2. Stay informed with the local news team you trust. Explore original series and specials.
You are one of the most inspiring people I've ever met.
Experience new sights and new adventures with the ultimate Central Florida insiders.
I can't wait to go check it out. Come with me.
24/7 TV made just for you.
How awesome is this?
Download the free Very Local app now and stream like a local.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi, we've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store. Like,
wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter. the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, PAY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
So many fights will come out of this, and I know because I lived through it, friend. That's how I know what's going to happen with this. And it's all because of Snapchat, which Snapchat is a crazy story. We all remember, like, Snapchat was the huge new thing, the shiny new toy. Everybody who was young was getting on Snapchat. Then they redesigned it, and people hated it, and it started to die. Right. And then somehow it, like, made a return to people's good graces.
I think my cousins still use it. I've never used Snapchat anymore.
A lot of the kiddos do, I feel like.
Yeah, they do.
And teachers having relationships with their students.
Right, that seems to be the chosen preferred platform for teachers.
At the beginning of Snapchat, it was like, here's the thing we do that's new, where you can send pictures and then they disappear. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, so it's for penises. It's like the app to send your penis pictures.
Yeah, and that was what started Snapchat out. And then from there, it just sort of kept going. And now it's been really popular again. And they have a Snapchat Plus, like a subscription thing, because of course they do. And it's $3.99 a month for Snapchat Plus. But the genius thing that they brought back that's going to cause so many fights is you have to pay for that in order to get a top 8. And then you have, just like MySpace, they're bringing the top 8 friends back to social media.
Who sees that?
Yeah, for public viewing?
I guess so. It says that's the big feature that's driving a lot of this. There's a thing where you can show your top 8 friends. So maybe it adds something to like your account where people can see that. And that's the big issue that is pushing younger folks to subscribe to this. There's other things, too. You could change to the camera icons, which is like such a small thing. They have Friend Solar System, which shows how close you are in comparison with others. A ranking based on how often you chat with people. They have illustrated things that show how relationships are. Hold on. They feature illustrated. The feature illustrated those relationships using a metaphor of planets and their proximity to the sun. So I guess it's like some visualization you can see of your top 8 friends. And that way you can see who people are talking to the most. In the days of MySpace, rather, so many fights happened as a result of that top 8 friends thing. Oh, God.
See, but those were my coding days. Mm-hmm. Where it was, you get in the backlog. This is where I lose my coding knowledge. But instead of having a top 8, I just had like one person. And then sometimes I would change it to it's like 8 people that don't exist at all, but I've replaced their pictures.
Well, safer to do that.
They used to let you put like a little bit of HTML in your MySpace page. That's what you're talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could go on there and it would like have animated snowflakes and, there's like a million different things that you used to be able to do. There was some kids who started up companies where they would customize your MySpace page and they made millions. And then obviously all that stuff cratered in on itself. But that was one of the key features of the Top Friends thing.
It reached peak insanity when I was like sitting at Starbucks and I was by myself. So I had no choice but to like eavesdrop on this two people behind me. And I think it was a daughter and her mother. But the girl was saying something about this couple, and it was like, they're the worst couple ever. He won't put her on his top 8, and she won't put him on her top 8.
Imagine that.
And that was the stupidest thing I heard that year, that whole year.
Yeah, a BDMX Cut says, wow, much innovation, such visionary. Sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes the simple things that worked before work again. YouTube, Simply Jeremy says, I'm 42. I briefly had Snapchat. I hate taking pics of myself, so I quickly deleted it. I'm a Facebook and TikTok type of cat.
Yeah.
They say that this is working for them, though, over on Snapchat, and you got to get in somebody's top 8 orbit to really make things official, I think. We have this company that tried to launch something to the moon, and it was going to have the ashes of some of the Star Trek actors in it, and it didn't work. There was a failed moonshot, and now it's headed back to Earth, and it's going to crash down onto the planet, I guess. They think there was a stuck valve that caused a tank to rupture, and they contact NASA. They go, Dear NASA, what do we do now? We didn't make it up to space. We didn't make it up to the moon. We're not going to be able to complete our mission, so what do you want us to do? And they said, well, here's what we want you to do. We want you to crash this thing back down to Earth. NASA paid more than $100 million to fly some of their experiments on this lander, and that $100 million went up in smoke just like the $250 million in Iowa for the caucuses. Lots of money being burned out there by both the U.S. government and politicians. It's part of the space agency's bid to commercialize lunar deliveries by private businesses while the government works to get astronauts back to the moon. It had other research on there. It had the ashes and DNA from about 70 people, including Gene Roddenberry and science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke. And boom, it's going to come back to Earth, and we'll blow it up just for S's and giggles. Why not? It's crazy to look at this map of Iowa. I was telling you, there are 99 counties in Iowa. For those of you watching on YouTube at twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie, this is how things went down last night. 99 counties in Iowa. If it's red, Trump won it. There's one county, Johnson County, where Nikki Haley won. She got 1,271 votes, and Donald Trump got 1,270. She won one county by one vote, and every other county went to Trump last night. That's how much this was a one-sided affair in the state of Iowa for the caucuses. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what you got going on.
Are there any memes going around? 99 counties and a bitch got one?
I'm not sure, but it sounds like it might be a
hurry.
thing. Yeah, haul ass over there and get it done. Let's hear from Tuck Frump. Speaking of that, with the dispatch, it says, our first child. Okay.
I just wanted to tell you all that my wife and I are expecting our first child. She's due in May. We're a little terrified, but we're very excited, and we're going to welcome another little junklet to the Army.
Nice. Congratulations. Thank you for telling us.
I know about that excited and terrified thing at the same time. It's a very familiar feeling.
How are things going with you?
Yeah, how's that baby?
Oh, baby's good. He's got a little bit of daddy's acid reflux.
Oh,
that's tough.
So he's on baby Pepsid AC.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Sounds adorable in the weirdest way.
When he's old enough, he can be like, I had it, and your grandfather had it, and your great-great-grandfather had it. Pass it down.
It's one of the infuriating things. There's not a lot of them, but one infuriating thing about Ashley is she claims to never, ever have experienced heartburn in her life.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
I know,
Insane.
and it's frustrating, and it's maddening even.
So can she not sympathize with you because she's never had heartburn?
Yeah, partly that. Like she's never had it, she's never experienced it, but now that the kid has it, well, who's she going to blame?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna blame Dad, who takes Nexium every day for the rest of his life, and it's just definitely not from Mom. And so it's
your dumpster fire genes are what brought that on, is what she's suggesting here.
And she's already, she's already kind of taken a little. She's not upset, but she's giving me kind of crap about the fact that most of the baby's face looks like me, except like the chin. And so she's like, "Oh gosh, she's got to be all you inside and out."
You just tell her that, look, your DNA dominated. Whose fault is that? There was a battle between the DNAs, and you won that round because Jackson's face does look more like yours. But that could change, I guess, right? I mean, I don't look like I did when I was a baby. I totally look different. Here's Joe with a dispatch. Hello, Joe?
Joe!
Oh, hang on. I may have muted Joe. I didn't mean to do that. No, I think it's just a silent dispatch from Joe.
Thank you, Joe. I love your point.
One of the best dispatches today, actually.
Can't believe he said that.
We appreciate that, Joe. You're right behind Joe, hopefully a little bit louder and a little bit more clear. But we can get your dispatch from you if you go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record yours now.
Arguably one of the clearest dispatches we've ever had, actually.
That is true. I mean, there was no pops, no wiggles, no nothing. It was all right there. Just no content. And I wish that there was a little bit. We'll go over to Funny Book Boy. This says rage baiting.
You guys are talking about rage baiting, and something that I see a lot on Facebook are a lot of family and friends reposting these very obviously fake photoshopped movie posters of stuff like Back to the Future reboot with Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. or whatever. And it's like, can you guys just look a little harder? Like, it's very obvious that no movie poster ever looks, one, this crowded, two, this crappily put together, the quality of it, just everything. Overall, it's just, I'm so surprised people don't understand what an actual movie poster looks like.
People are
and
suckers.
They just repost it like, oh, did you see this new movie coming out? Like, no, that's not happening.
It doesn't even have to be good.
Use your brain.
It could be like an obvious fake, and it will still get people. It will still hook people every single time.
You remember when there was before faking stuff like this was as easy as it is now?
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy or maybe a group of people who did a fake trailer for the Star Wars Episode 1, and they used like footage from reported actors that were going to be in the movie. And then they took like a war scene from Braveheart or something, and then edited lightsabers in everybody's hand, and everybody was going nuts. I was like, that is impressive. They really did their homework.
That's going the extra mile to try to screw with people. Some folks will do that. It just seems to be one of their favorite things to do. Okay, we've got a lot on the way, including the next episode in just a bit. And people are doing this one thing so much less in 2024 than they were in 2023. What is it? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, there's a bit of delays to watch out for between State Road 408 and Lee Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the off-ramp from I-4 eastbound to Maitland Boulevard. Travel with caution there. All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Alafaya Trail, eastbound and westbound at Moss Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa is ringing in 2024 in a big way with any 20 or 24-ounce freshly brewed hot coffee for just $2, including their new caramel cream flavor. Pour more of your favorite coffee at Wawa.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today with That Mortgage Guy Don. That Mortgage Guy Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show. He is here for you. He has over 250 5-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at Experience.com, so it's very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that he's looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a human and not like a number like all the other mortgage companies would. Now, chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button, and Don will review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. So if you want to see a difference and work with an expert and a friend that you can trust, go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head.
Legal, we'll repeat that it is legal. Top-rated sportsbook, and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state, with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 6 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Sunshine came softly through my window today.
Florida truly is the Sunshine State, and it shows in everything we grow. When you shop, choose Fresh from Florida.
'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now.
Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi. We've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store.
Wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
There's no better time than the new year to help protect your identity and finances. LifeLock detects potential threats to your identity that you may miss on your own. If you do become a victim, a U.S.-based LifeLock restoration specialist will work to fix it. LifeLock is the New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Save 25% off your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com. Promo code CLAY to save 25%. That's LifeLock.com. Promo code CLAY.
Hey, my name's Jay Shetty, and I'm the host of On Purpose, the #1 health podcast in the world. Join me this week as I chat with Michelle Obama, a woman of immense strength and grace. Tune in as we navigate through the chapters of her life, uncovering the moments that have contributed to her inspiring story.
What keeps me up are the things that I know. The war in the regions. What is AI going to do?
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row.
Saturday, you won't forget. Just Okay 8. It is going to be a St. Patrick's Bash, and it's at Plaza Live. Tickets are very, very soon. We were working on some of that this morning. Got a lot of stuff locked in and a lot to share with you soon. Just clear out that day on your calendar if you want to have some fun with us and party for St. Patrick's Day for Just Okay 8 on March 16th. And I saw this today. I'm not sure if it was me, if I'm having this influence on the entirety of the United States. Probably not. But they said cigarette sales in the United States have hit a historic low, and they still were, God, it's crazy to think of, still were almost 200 billion cigarettes sold. That is a lot. I mean, if you're saying like, oh my God, it's only 200 billion.
What was the height? Like, do they ever sell cigarettes in the trillions?
They must have, like in the 90s. I mean, it was still like when my mom was a teenager. So in the 80s, everyone could smoke. I mean, you were in the airplane smoking, you were a teenager smoking, doctors were smoking. Right?
Yeah, right. All
that
over
must
the
have been
place.
in the trillions, right?
They said it's down a staggering 70% since the early 1980s. So I would imagine that might have been around the peak. So maybe close to 370 billion cigarettes back then a year. That's so many. That's crazy to think about. The CDC reports the number of cigarette smokers in the U.S. has also declined, though not as rapidly as the drop in sales. And they're saying, what do we credit this to?
How does that work? The number of cigarette smokers is not dropping as fast as the sales?
The number of cigarette smokers has declined, but not as rapidly as the drop in sales. So the leftover smokers are still are smoking a little bit less, I guess, right? Is that how you would figure that out?
Are you still smoke-free?
No, I mean, no. Am I still smoke-free? Yes, yeah. I haven't smoked in 3 weeks plus.
Not even a little puff?
No, not a single one.
And you started before the end of the year?
Yes, started.
I mean, you stopped.
Stopped on Christmas Day. So however many weeks that has been, since Christmas Day, I haven't had a cigarette. At this point, it's like, obviously, I'm not going to do it.
Did you just wake up on Christmas Day and decide to stop smoking, or what led up to this?
Yeah, Courtney noticed something, and she was absolutely right. She said, whenever we go to New Orleans, you don't even smoke. You know, like, it's not built into my habit when we're in New Orleans.
Really?
Like, if I'm in the hotel room, I don't want to like go to the rooftop to smoke a cigarette. And I just didn't smoke much, if any, when we were in New Orleans in the past. And so she goes, why don't you just not smoke while you're there and then just keep not smoking when you come back? And I said, I could do that. It's probably a good idea. What I'm looking for, and this is just me being honest here, I am very excited to be able to go to a doctor when I get another primary doctor this year. And when they ask all the questions, I want to at least be able to have some good answers to give. Because I was going in there and they were going, about how many drinks per week? And I was like, woof. I'll lowball it and say 21.
Yeah, but depending on what doctor you get, like, they're going to ask about your history with smoking.
Yes.
And some of them will ask, how many packs a day or how many years?
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
and it depends on how stressed I am. I kind of want a cigarette now when I'm reading this. Thank you.
That's true. Yeah. But it's
Sean,
dropped a lot.
Also, in a year, speaking of dropping a lot, you're going to save a bunch on your insurance. And you can get a life insurance plan. Those are the lessons I've learned recently.
Yeah. I think you do get those two benefits out of not smoking. I've gotten far enough now that I'm like, okay, good, we're here. And now when my doctor says, are you currently smoking? I can say, no, not smoking anymore. And they'll go, how many drinks per week? And I'll go, got me.
Next question.
Got me on that one. And I put some pounds back on because I stopped smoking. I was doing so well. Oh, my God, I was killing it. I was down to 189, and I looked today, and I'm like 178. And I go, wait, no, that's backwards. I was down to 189, and now I'm 196, I think, was what I saw this morning. I was like, I was on a roll. But once I get past this whole thing, I think maybe I can head back down and keep the weight off. I'm just trying to build up as many good answers to the doctor's question as I possibly can, so that when I finally go in there, it's not all bad. Because when I got the first primary doctor I got in 2023, the one that left me and abandoned both myself and Sealand's wife.
I've heard that the person that's still there is good. It's quite good. She was pleased.
It was a confusing thing, though. They were on some like special weird plan or something. Is that the thing that your wife is doing?
I don't think so. I don't think it was anything weird. She just went there. Actually, I think she went back today. For like a checkup kind of thing. But I tried to go there, and I called them for during the 30 minutes that they didn't accept my insurance because they were changing names, so they hadn't done all their contracts yet. And I was like, my wife was there last week. We're on the same plan. We're on the same insurance. They're like, no, we don't accept it.
That was the place where the guy opened the door to the reception area. He goes, news junkie.
All right, bend over and cough.
Damn it, man. What's happening here? Very nice guy.
I might need to talk to that guy because he was offering the marijuana card, right?
You're interested in this? You getting onto the medical marijuana?
I might.
Wait, you had one that does both? I thought that they had to be two separate things. Your primary and then
they're
just
split.
medical marijuana. Okay.
They're in one office, but they're kind of like split between two different things.
Hey, that's convenient.
What are you getting on the medical marijuana front for?
I'm not doing it yet, but I mean, I think
for funsies, Sean. They're medical issues.
I think that it's for funsies.
All right.
Mine
is for my ADHD, which is apparently a root of PTSD, and I will address the latter at another time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I found out at my initial appointment, because I saw the list, like that the medical marijuana here in Florida, what conditions you have to have, like what qualifies you. I have ADHD, and the doctor's like, all right, yeah, I do see you have ADHD, which is, of course, a form of PTSD, so you're all set. And I go, what?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I've never heard that at all.
Well, the doctor said it, man. Look it up. I did not like dive into that. I think that's maybe for a therapist, but I said, thank you, doc. I'll go get some marijuanas now.
If ADHD and PTSD are related, we got some big problems.
Yeah,
because
what happened to
half
all
of these
kids?
classrooms, yes, there's some dark stuff happening
What
out
was
there.
the traumatic
I
thing?
don't know, man. There's probably some stuff in my childhood that's a little repressed.
All right.
Guys,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
this is not the segment to dive into that.
I'm not trying to dive into anything. I don't know.
Making me feel weird now. Might have to go hit the pen real quick.
What was this, like a real official doctor, or like
It's a real
Simpsons
official doctor. No, it's a doctor.
kind of guy?
He's legit.
Dr. Spaceman?
Just trying to check.
I swear.
Okay, I want to bring up something real quick because they said now Apple Watch has dropped one of the features of the Watch Series 9 because there's some questions about whether or not they were violating somebody else's design patent. And now the new ones that are coming into the United States don't monitor your blood oxygen levels. And so I said, okay, so you just like disabled part of the watch to try to get this back into the U.S. For a while, they were saying you can't bring these in, you can't sell them anymore, and getting rid of the Apple Watches. I wonder if they will try to get at people's existing Apple Watches and try to get you to remove the feature.
Let's find out.
Because
blood
you have
oxygen start.
Dang, I don't have that.
That's like in the newer one, I think. Sealand's gotten one not that long ago. And the Apple Watch Series 9 and Watch Ultra 2, they both have this thing. And a company said, no, you are stealing that from it. Massimo is the name of the company, not the one you're thinking of, though. MASIMO. And they said they pulled it from physical and online stores on December 26th. And then now they made changes to these watches so it takes away.
Why wouldn't Apple just pay for that feature?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted like a crazy amount of money, or they're fighting it. They're trying to fight it as best they can. But Sealand ends up in this weird zone where he's got a feature.
It's working for me right now.
How are your oxygen levels?
It's a little low.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I should breathe some more, I guess. Is that how how that
to
works?
get a tank in there or something?
Oh, only one way to find out. Start jogging in place in that studio.
Hell
See
no.
if it has a positive impact on your blood oxygen levels. So the new ones, if I went and bought a brand new one right now, it wouldn't have a feature that Sea-Lens actually does, which is kind of strange. But I guess they've got to sort that out themselves over at Apple. They got plenty of lawyers. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? What you gonna do when the Hulkster saves you from an overturned car? Lindsay Lohan is upset because despite wearing pink on Wednesdays, everyone still thinks her crotch is on fire. Plus, the Swifties are declaring war on the dads, Brads, and Chads, who are apparently swimming in hypocrisy. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Well, today's a Fox 35 weather impact day for storms. We're going to have some intermittent storms with the passage of a cold front mid to late afternoon. That's going to knock our temperatures out of the 70s for highs today into only the 50s for tomorrow. And if you go far enough north of Orlando overnight tonight, there's going to be a frost and freeze. Not the case for Orange County or Seminole County, but once you get up into Ocala, it's a different story. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Down payments vary, does not mean savings. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways. It's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Strong enough for a Mastiff, but gentle enough for a Chihuahua. Invisible Fence is more than a fence. Customized for every pet, every need, and every yard. Their hands-on training and exclusive technology ensures your pet is protected while giving them more room to run. Learn more at InvisibleFence.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, over 3 million people called Morgan & Morgan in their time of need. And with over 1 million of those calls coming from previous clients, friends, and family.
My name is Jean. I was sitting in traffic and I was hit twice from behind by 2 different cars. My first thought was Morgan & Morgan. I was very surprised at how easy it was. I did not have to go into the office. I did everything by text. They needed documents. I could sign them. I could upload them. I could send them right back with ease. Call Morgan & Morgan. It's easier than you think.
Thank you for trusting us. We've become the largest injury firm in the world because we've won a lot. The word is out. Size matters. Reputation matters. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. With over 900 dedicated attorneys and climbing, we're ready wherever you are, whatever you need. The choice is easy. We're just a phone call away. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
New year, even a presidential election year, but we are still facing the same issues. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, your family, and your investments. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. They make it simple for you whether you are buying more gold, diversifying your 401k, or buying gold for the first time. Call the Oxford Gold Group at 833-995-GOLD and order the investment guide, or make a purchase of precious metals and get up to $2,500 in free gold. 833-995-GOLD.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The biggest stories of the day in all their glory and insanity. You're listening.
In the world of entertainment and beyond. And don't forget, if you miss any of the show, it's super easy for you to join us here. All you have to do is get the podcast, and the link is over at thenewsjunkie.com. Go over there, create an account so you can join the show. Don't be shy. So many of you listen every day. You're out there hanging out with us. We're hanging out with you, but we don't ever get to hear your voice. And it's a little bit shameful that we can't have that extra time with you. So please break down that barrier today and go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. So crazy how fast things wrap up when you get into this political stuff. Like Vivek Ramaswamy going through just one of the primary things, and he's like, all right, guys, see you later. Like,
well, what was the catalyst for old Chris Christie dropping out?
He thought he was not even going to be on the radar. And sometimes they don't want to lose that bad if they'll pull out rather than, somebody going, yeah, exactly. Like Chris Christie would have been 5th, 6th place, and then Trump would have been like, this is what this guy is. He's a loser.
How many times, though, has he run for president or attempted?
Chris Christie?
Isn't this like his 6th? No.
Oh, not that many, but at least 2, if not more than that. And he had a please clap moment, I remember, just like Jeb Bush.
Please clap.
Please clap. I love that. That's one of my favorite things. That's when a politician is sinking like that, it's time to just shut the doors and wrap up your campaign. And when you think about this, you go, oh, okay, Vivek Ramaswamy dropped out. He's no longer running for the Republican nominee. But this guy's got like huge tour buses with his face on them. He's got like offices with staff that worked for the campaign. He's got like, there's a whole apparatus, millions and millions and millions of dollars invested in this. And then it's all of a sudden gone, just like that. And you shut up shop and you wait to see what happens next. And everybody, after you lose, you start kissing Trump's ass. No matter how much during the primaries you crapped all over him, they go over afterwards and start begging for a gig. And Trump he's the guy who is all about one thing over everything else, loyalty. If you say that you like Trump, he'll say the best things about, he's a good looking guy, like the Kane guy, the WWE wrestler.
How much do you weigh? He's all man. I know it.
He's all man, 100% man over there. There's nobody better than him. And he'll kiss your ass if you kiss his. But the moment you don't, and you don't fall perfectly in line with what he wants to say, you're done. And he'll go full bore for you. Some of the things he said about Chris Christie, good God. He went for the jugular. And last night he got a big victory. But what does that really mean? All right, this is like Iowa, first of all. No offense, Iowa. All right, it's Iowa that was voting, number one. Number two, this was only a small portion of people, very small portion of people in Iowa. It was in the negative degrees last night. I am sorry. I'm just going to be honest with you, as I do try to be mostly on this show. I'm going to be honest with you. If I had a politician that I thought was the greatest politician ever, I'm not going out in negative 12-degree weather to vote for that person.
Yeah, it's a hell no for me, especially on your day off.
Yeah, that's got to absolutely murder the amount of people who participate in an election when you have weather that is that cold. Of course, we know if you pass away, it's worth it. You get the vote out there. Yeah. Get that in before you die. But man, it's a small group of people. It's activist people. These are people who are prone to show up at something like a caucus. And it's easy to take that and go, this is what's happening everywhere in the United States. You don't know what's going to happen in New Hampshire. Now, if Trump wins New Hampshire and he wins 3-4 more after that, then it's just very clear that nobody's going to be able to touch him and that he's going to win the nomination. And then we're looking at Biden versus Trump, and who the hell knows what that looks like. I'll tell you what, I'll watch the debates, at least one of them. I'll watch those two go at it. I'll watch the show as it goes down. Might as well. I don't have much of a choice. This is what you're going to get unless somebody else can step up and win one of these primaries, or a bunch of them, in fact.
I have anxiety, but I also am excited for the entertainment, the S show that it will be, without a doubt.
We can't make it not happen, so you might as well get something out of it, I would say, and that's where we are right now. Okay, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Drums, man.
Drums, man.
It's the drums, man.
Yeah, no,
the drums. I recognize it right away, man.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com and the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're refinancing, perhaps thinking about buying your first dream home, maybe you have some debt to consolidate. Well, you got to work with the man, the myth, the legend. I'm minus the myth. He's a real person, and he's here for you. Get the process started today by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was 15 years ago, 2009, the lead singer of this group right here.
Culture Club.
And the man I'm looking for?
Boy George.
Boy George is right.
Wait, is this the bathroom?
This is a
kidnapping
wall.
chain to a...
Sure is. 3 points for C-Lane. Boy George, 15 years ago on this day, was sentenced to 15 months in prison for false imprisonment when he handcuffed a male escort to his wall. Can't do that anymore, huh?
It happens.
Obama.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. And that's all the information I have on that. I wonder what the male escort is doing now. I can tell you what everyone at the Emmys is doing now. Probably getting some rest. Some of them cuddling up with their awards. We heard earlier on the show today that Anthony Anderson was hosting and his mama was making sure nobody went too long in their speeches. The big winners, Succession, The Bear, Beef. Every time I hear beef, I think of that viral clip from many years ago where it's like, I look like beef.
What? Wait,
Is
what?
that little girl? I smell like beef. It's the cutest. Someone please pull it up before I sound crazy.
All right, I'll
Or
look up
chat,
Beef
back
Kid.
me up. We also, they said the bit was very funny, but John Oliver made it even better when his show last week tonight won the Emmy for Outstanding Scripted Variety Series. He thanked all the appropriate people, and then he said he wasn't leaving without getting played off by Anthony Anderson's mom. What was fascinating to me, because I did hear this part, was when they announced the winners, the announcer also talks about how many times they've been nominated and how many times they won. It's like John Oliver has been nominated 61 times.
Oh, man.
Damn.
He never won?
That one. That
That's
one.
him.
I smell like beef. I smell like beef. I smell like beef. I smell like beef.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, little guy.
It's been scratched. Another one of the show's highlights was Christina Applegate coming out to present an award and getting a much-deserved standing ovation. And then, she had some great quips with it. One that will stick with me, which is, don't clap for everything I say and do, please. Oh, wait, wrong one.
Fine. Okay.
Oh, and she just said it. Hold on.
Third and final season of Dead to Me.
You're totally shaming me with disability by standing up. It's fine. Okay. Body, not by Ozempic.
After a couple of jokes, Christina...
All right. Thank you, E.T., for ruining that. She said, of course, the crowd was shaming her. Also featured cast reunions from several shows. Cheers, Grey's Anatomy, Martin, The Sopranos, All in the Family, Ally McBeal, and the big winners, like I said earlier, Succession, The Bear, and beef.
She
I
has
smell like beef.
MS, right? I think
Yes.
multiple
Yes.
sclerosis. Gosh, that's tough, man.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them right now that are dealing with it.
Who else is dealing with MS?
The one from, oh my God, now I'm blanking on her damn name. She was in,
Give us a clue.
okay, short black hair,
All right, short black hair.
very hot, 90s star. Was she in Scream?
No, she was in Cruel Intentions.
Yes, thank you.
She was the one that.
Is it
Neve
with an
Campbell?
S? With an S?
No, not Neve Campbell.
Sigourney. No.
Sigourney Weaver.
No,
Selma
it's not.
Blair.
Selma Blair.
Oh.
Boom. Smell like beef.
Man, she's got MS too?
Yeah, MS all
Wow.
day.
And I don't mean MS too. I mean MS also is what I meant.
MS2 Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah, like she had the second version of it or something. That sounds bad.
This gal does not have MS, but apparently she has FC.
All right. Oh. Yeah, who is it?
Lilo.
Oh, Britney Spears.
No, dude.
That's not Britney Spears?
No, it's not.
The Rumors.
Rumors is right. But
Rumors,
it is
Britney Spears. Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan is right. Lindsay Lohan attended the Mean Girls movie musical premiere, and something not fetch happened, you guys.
What's that?
She made a surprise cameo in the movie, spoiler alert, yet she had no idea that a joke mentioning her fire crotch made it into the script.
Oh.
Yeah, in a 2006 paparazzi video, Brandon Davis referred to Lohan as a fire crotch. And I guess in the film, Megan Thee Stallion makes a dig towards Caddy, of course, played by Angourie Rice. And her Christmas-themed talent show outfit said Y2K Fire Crotch is back. Lindsay's rep released a statement about the scene on Monday, noting Lindsay was very hurt and disappointed by the reference to the fire crotch in the film.
I don't really see it as an insult, but maybe redheaded people do. I think it's just.
I think you have no soul is a far more offensive thing to say.
Yeah, there's way worse stuff that people say about redheads, but
Like
saying
that
fire
beat-
crotch doesn't seem like. It seems like you might even say that during sex or something.
Yeah,
you know?
that
It's like
crotch is
talking dirt.
fire, girl.
Just be like, get at my fire crotch. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Celine, you have 2 options there. Are you going to use both is the question. Let's go into death, everybody. Shannon Doherty,
Yes.
who
90210.
also has MS?
Oh my God, does she?
I don't know. She has a list of people she does not want at her funeral, and it's
She
way
has
too
cancer, I think.
long. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she is preparing, and very much so that there is a giant list of people that she does not want at her funeral. A lot of people I think would show up that I don't want there. The reasons for showing up aren't necessarily the best reasons, but like they don't really like me. But they will show up because it's the politically correct thing to do, and they don't want to look bad. I want my funeral to be like a love fest. I don't want people to be crying or people to privately be like, thank God that bitch is dead now. Direct quote, end quote.
Is she naming names? Because that's kind of badass if she is. I like that.
She did not because she says the list is way too long, but I would love if some of her funds go towards like security that's like, nope, you're not coming in. Absolutely not. I'm going to do the same.
I
Without
would
a
like
doubt.
that. And actually, instead of her doing it publicly, privately would be better because then they could do a live camera feed and you could see the celebrities arriving and being turned around
get
at the
in.
door. They have to walk backwards.
Well,
and
for
you go,
the record, I do guys. I want you guys there. I want you actually to be my pallbearers. So
okay.
you can let me down one more time.
I want
She
to drop
also-
your ass.
I think it's going to be uneven. You're so much taller than like most of my friends. I'll just be leaning off to the side.
Celine ain't carrying that thing.
Shannon also says she wants her ashes mixed with her dog and her dad.
All right.
There you have it.
They're on wheels these days. I've been a
are
pallbearer
they
before.
really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The actual carrying is very little
Oh,
to
then
none.
put me on like 6 Roombas and call it a day.
We could probably do that.
That'd be fun.
I don't mean this to be a dig, but I don't know if 6 Roombas could carry you.
Wow, so you're calling me fat, dude?
No, that's not, I just don't know.
So you're calling my dead body fat? Wow.
I don't know how much one Roomba could carry.
Sounds
Therefore,
like
I don't know. Look, 6 Roombas definitely can't carry me. At least that would be my guess. It's not a fat joke.
Now I want to lay atop 6 or more Roombas.
You don't think that it could carry it?
Like Neo at the end of the Matrix and just...
Someone do the math or ask ChatGPT how many Roombas would it take to carry a human body? Please and thank you.
Well, 6 as a guess is a good guess, but I don't know if it's there. So you think if we took your casket, mind you, that's more than just your weight. You got the casket weight too.
I'll go
and we
cardboard
put
for
it
this.
on 6 Roombas, like they're in formation, and obviously they're working perfectly together. Could the 6 Roombas move the cabin with your dead body in it?
Maybe not with the casket. Caskets are rather heavy, so let's just go straight up dead body.
I don't think Roombas are designed for a payload.
But I'm also a lot lighter because they've gutted me. Remember that.
They're not gutting you.
Yeah, they take out all your organs and stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, that's what.
Are you a donor?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. In that case, you would. But if you're not an organ donor, do they still take out your
I'm pretty
organs?
sure that they do. And they fill you up with the formaldehyde and stuff.
Doctors. Yeah, let us know.
Doctors.
Yeah, B-Dobs would be good on this one, too. What do they do with your body? Do they take your organs out regardless, or do they bury you with your organs?
Good question, Sean.
Now we have it out there.
Someone who almost had a funeral if it wasn't for this guy right here. Brother.
Oh, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan is right. And you can add a hero to his resume because he saved somebody on the highways of Tampa, Florida, to be exact. It was over the weekend that his wife, Sky Daly, I thought that was maybe a newspaper in the UK, but that's her actual name.
Like it, yeah.
And a friend named Jake, who just happens to be a Marine, witnessed a pretty wild accident. Car up ahead swerved to make an exit, was about to miss it, then crashed into another car. Boom, upside down on the road. And there is the hero himself, Hulk freaking Hogan.
That would be crazy.
I know, that was like, what was it, 3-6 Mafia guy? Busy Bone?
No, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs, that's right. And now you like wake up after getting in a car accident and it's Hulk Hogan. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah,
Help me out of the car, brother.
if you missed this story, there was a story where somebody got into an accident and they like got knocked out, and as they came to, Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony was at the window. He's like, "Hey man, I'm Busy Bone. You want an apple?" And he tried to give him something to like keep him awake. Stuff.
Saved his life.
What a weird moment that would be.
So it was a 17-year-old girl. Hulk and Jake raced to the scene, popped her airbag, helped her get the seatbelt off so she could get out, and it sounds like she's going to be okay.
Oh, I have never actually thought about that until
Pop in
this
an airbag?
moment. If after an accident you have to pop the airbag,
No,
huh?
I mean, I don't think that you do. The accident that I
no.
was in, it was deflated afterwards.
Okay, so it gets stuck sometimes? That's weird.
I don't know.
Wasn't familiar, sorry.
We got a lot of questions that people need to answer in this segment. And finally, there's no questions to be answered here. AI done did it again. I present to you Hank Hill from King of the Hill singing Morgan Wallen's song.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember.
And the video is something else. I sent it to you in the chat. It's Hank Hill performing with SpongeBob, I believe, and some other of our animated favorites. Also, NCIS Sydney on CBS. Name That Tune on Fox. 5th season finale of Fargo. Stand-up special Dusty Slay Working Man on Netflix. And Nicki Minaj will be on Colbert. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, where's the beef, America?
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Smells like
You
beef.
look disappointed that you said that.
I did, because it threw me off.
C-Lane's excitement for Celebrity Jeopardy has apparently faded.
Do you know who's
just a
on
little
tonight?
bit.
Who's on it tonight? Is it-
Rachel Dratch, Mo
Okay.
Rocco, and Heather McMahon.
All right, I don't know any of those people.
Rachel
I know
Dratch.
their names. I'm familiar with the names, but I can't picture any of those three people.
Isn't she from SNL?
Yeah. She was the Debbie Downer girl. But
okay.
No, we've been watching it a bunch. We've been watching more Jeopardy than ever lately for whatever reason. And the celebrity stuff is really good. The girl that did it last week, the girl that won, is like, I don't really know where she's from. They called her like a comedy sports reporter or something like that. But she is slaying. And you can tell she's actually a Jeopardy fan just because of the way she says stuff. Like some of the celebrities, they'll repeat the entire category every time. And it just takes up time when you can just like abbreviate it. Little things.
Who was the celebrity that I just heard of? Okay, this is kind of brutal. Emma Stone, I guess, is a big fan of Jeopardy, like regular Jeopardy. Yeah. And she has said that she's applied every single year to get on Jeopardy. and
They
has
keep
been
denying
turned
her.
down every single
They
year.
haven't even tried to get her on Celebrity Jeopardy.
She doesn't want to do Celebrity Jeopardy. She wants to do real Jeopardy.
She wants to do the main Jeopardy, and she's applied every year, and they haven't gone like, hey, guys, it's Emma Stone. She's bothering us again about the Jeopardy thing. Throw her on the show, all right? Jesus.
You know who got up there and just totally sucked at it? The girl that played Stevie from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, yeah?
It just bombed.
That's the risk right there.
Way to
All right,
go,
quick
Stevie.
break. When we come back, anime is in the news somehow. Plus, one of the stars of Stranger Things making some headlines. What did he say in a video? We'll play that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Checking on I-4, there's a couple accidents to watch out for. On the off-ramp to Princeton Street from I-4 eastbound, authorities are clearing up an accident. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 eastbound to Maitland Boulevard, and there's a disabled vehicle causing delays on I-4 eastbound after US 27. Travel with caution. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa has pizza. Get $5 off pizza when you order in the Wawa app or on your favorite delivery app starting at 4 p.m. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. $1,000 13 times a day. You know the drill. Just listen for the keyword to win $1,000 each hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer the phone from a number that will probably say no caller ID when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
Well, hello there. Join me at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino to celebrate a new era in gaming. With live craps, roulette, and sports betting now available to go along with the biggest selection of slots in South Florida. Plus, all your other favorite table games. Complement your night with my award-winning fine dining and casual fare options, lively bars and lounges. Or catch your favorite A-list entertainer at Hard Rock Live. Discover your rhythm today. Go to hardrockholly.com. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience. You know, my wife makes fun of me for all the research I do before buying something. Boy, I'm glad I went with Fence Outlet for our new vinyl fence. They've been in business 25 years. They manufacture their own white vinyl fence, and they stand by it. 2 other companies closed just 2 weeks after we got their quote. I'm not one to say I told you so, but I wonder how good those other warranties are now. Thanks, Fence Outlet. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
It's the new year, and guess what? I'm in hot water. Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill, Mitsubishi, and DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car, regardless of make, model, miles, or even condition. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. We've got the banks to break the ice with lower rates and smaller payments. you can drive a car that's twice as nice. Come see me at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Check out the new Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for 8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
In a small Tennessee town, a killer was caught by unlikely investigators, high school students, and their teacher, Alex Campbell. Though the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation supports their theory, no charges have been filed. Murder 101 follows the students as they endeavor to complete the assignment.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
I feel occasional burning and stabbing in my hands as I age.
I sometimes feel numbness and tingling in my feet as I get older.
It's starting to get in the way of doing what I love.
At Nervive, we hear you, and we can help. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use.
Now that I know, I'm taking control.
Try Nervive Nerve Relief and say yes to healthy nerves. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
This is a judgment-free zone, mostly, depending on what your answer is. Mostly judgment-free zone, and there are no wrong answers to this question. But I want to ask you it, and I want to get you on the record with it. Do you still have, all right, and this doesn't mean you display them necessarily, but do you still have any of the trophies that you received in your life, like from your childhood and sports and things you were involved in? Do you have any of those that you still are holding on to?
All participation, yep.
Yeah, you actually
really
still have
do?
them?
No.
So I don't know. There was like for a while, I feel like it was in my childhood home, and then a couple years ago, my mom gave me like 2 boxes full of my stuff from my room that was taken away from me.
Yeah.
And so there might be some like trophies or medals in there, but nothing I have displayed at like my adult house right now.
Right. I've got none. And I think
Did you get any?
Did I get trophies? Actually, did I ever receive one?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had, like, from a fishing team, I had a trophy for baseball, for soccer, for football. None of them were like, Sean was the MVP, but they were like, Sean was here.
Okay.
He was present as this team took 5th place or whatever we ended up getting. So I got them, and I don't even know if they lasted long enough that my parents put them up around the house. Like, I think they were gone pretty quickly, and I never wanted to take them with me. But there are some grown-ass adults who still, and proudly they do this, display the trophies that they got from when they were a child. And they'll have, like...
Wow.
What if I display trophies that I got while I was an adult?
If it's like a Fritz on the Street
Yes,
trophy.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Where is it at? Is it prominently displayed in your house, or is it by your bar? Where is it?
There's, well, actually, 2 of them are at your house, next to where I used to sit, and then the 3rd one is on the way here.
Where's mine?
I don't know. I've got mine in here, too. They're like Dundies for us, but we actually keep them. Nobody kept the Dundies.
I think mine's over at your house, too. I have to
We
pick
keep
that up.
the Fritz on the Street awards here. And that's a little different because they're related to the radio show. Maybe that's me just making excuses. But
I do have an award on display, but as an adult,
What is it?
I got the Crime Line Media Partner of the Year a couple of years ago.
Okay, that's different. And here's why. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, isn't that one of those like crystal trophies?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Crystal trophies are acceptable at any age. Any age, because usually they're a sign of some sort of achievement that wasn't based on being a team when you were a kid. That is different. But if you're a grown-ass man and you have your Little League football trophy on top of your, armoire or your mantle or whatever, you got it on display prominently in your house, that is a weird move. The only thing as an adult that you should be displaying are things like if you won an Emmy, that's pretty damn impressive. Put that up, put it on display. If you won Oscar, if you won any of the EGOT things, if you win an adult award, that is different. But as an adult, you shouldn't even really have your trophies anymore. You should keep those.
What are you supposed to do with them, though?
Throw them away. Just dunk them in the trash can. Get rid of them forever. And you use your space for something better, I would think. There's an article in Vox today that I saw where they were saying, why are adults giving each other trophies? As if, like, the Emmys and all the other award shows, the Grammys, they shouldn't happen at all. I'm not with that necessarily, but I don't know. I find myself in a weird spot with this because in radio, the Radio Hall of Fame, I could care less about. Like, it's so pathetic the way they handle the Radio Hall of Fame. It's embarrassing. They try to get people to, like, weaponize their fan bases to get traffic for. It's like a lot of these other awards that they do, honestly. To get traffic for their website. And all you're showing is that you have an activated fan base, not that you were given an award of being the best at what you do by your peers, which to me, that's much more valuable. I think that's a lot better, and I think that's something that would make sense. Somebody said, don't be creepy Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, he's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy who's a grown-ass man who's like, check this out. Here's my trophies right over here.
But did Uncle Rico have trophies? I mean, he was like 3rd string because he kept talking about if Coach would have put him in, we would have made state.
Yeah, I don't know if they showed that in that movie. That was so long ago that I've seen that.
Did you guys happen to notice that?
They're coming,
Yeah.
Are they?
Plaza Live, where we're going to have Just Okay 8. They're going to have the cast of Napoleon Dynamite talk.
Oh, really?
Play the movie. Super cool.
Oh,
That is
they're
kinda
actually
cool.
showing the movie at that? I always wondered kind of what it was going to be.
Oh, that's what I heard. I need to double check. But they are going to be here.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's still classic. It's like The Room, when you could go on tour and then have Q&As and stuff, and people are into all of that. All right, let's get over to Noah Schnapp from Stranger Things, who has made a video that he's released about his thoughts on what's happening with Israel and Gaza. And
Is this the kid that was made fun of in college? And then he
I
came
don't
out
know.
as gay? Or am I thinking
Was
of
he?
someone else? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I honestly do not know if Noah Schnapp is gay or if he's not. I know that whenever I see, like I just saw moments ago, they were like, Dua Lipa weighs in on what's happening in Gaza and Israel for the first time. Like, wow, all right, good, folks. Everybody be quiet. Let's listen in. This is probably what's going to fix everything here. This is the solution. You know, they haven't been arguing about this for 100 years plus.
I've been wondering what Justin Bieber thinks about the whole thing.
Yeah, when he weighs in, then we'll have the real answer to all this. But I guess Noah Schnapp, he was posting some things that said he supported Israel. He condemned the Hamas terrorists and their attacks on 11/7. He also had something where he had like a Zionism is sexy sticker.
Oh,
and
okay.
They thought that that was controversial. Zionism, for those of you who don't know, is the belief that Israel has some divine right to have their own country, right? It's like this idea that this is the land of the Jews and these Israelis deserve to be there and they'll fight for it come hell or high water. And it becomes a very, almost like a religious-like thing in and of itself, Zionism. So that's what he was connected to. And I guess I don't know if he's apologizing. They're saying apology. Really, I think he's just saying something about this for the first time. Let's see what the Stranger Things guy says.
Hey guys, it's Noah. I just wanted to come on here super briefly.
I love
just
when
to
they do
discuss
that.
everything that's been going on.
He's like,
I love when celebrities are like, "Hey guys, it's me." That you have, and it's on my social media, but I do have to say my name.
I need to weigh in on this thing that's been bubbling behind the scenes here.
It almost makes me think, and I mean, this would just be a crazy, crazy surprise. Almost makes me think that this Noah guy does not actually control his TikTok. Like he's got other people doing it for him.
Yeah, but they always do it so it's very intimate. Like he could have gone into a professional studio and like made some produced video. They
angle
want to like
is something else. He's still talking down to us. Let's be clear.
Let's see what he says though, because maybe this is an apology. Maybe he's just clearing things up.
I feel like my thoughts and beliefs have been so far misconstrued from anything even close to what I believe. And I wanted to just state from my heart how I feel. I only want peace and safety and security for all innocent people affected by this conflict.
Okay.
I've had many open discussions with friends from Palestinian background, and I think those are very important conversations to have.
All these go the same. It's like, here is what I actually believe, and I have friends that are blank, right? So it could be I have friends that are black, or I have friends that are Chinese, or I have friends that are from Palestinian backgrounds. Doing that part. Buddy, it's okay if you have a different opinion from people. That is something that's really, really shameful about all kinds of things happening in the world. There is no correct answer to so many big, big questions out there. But yet people are so scared to have a different opinion from like prevailing thought of people their age, which for him would not be supporting Israel. Younger folks, I don't know how old he is, but I think he's pretty young. 19 years old.
Yeah, remember we talked about him last year because he was just starting college and he went to real college, and it turns out all of the frat kids were making fun of him.
Oh, why would they make fun of him? Wouldn't it be cool to be the Stranger Things guy?
Because he was a little nerdy or something.
Yeah, he is kind of nerdy. I'm not going to lie. He's a little bit nerdy.
And he did come out as gay in January.
Oh, he did? Okay. Well, he's got that going for him, too.
Any more Noah Schnapp news, you just come right to me. Apparently, I know a lot more than I thought.
He may drop some more on you.
I've learned a lot, and one of the takeaways I've had is that we all hope for the same things, that being those innocent people still being held hostage in Gaza to be returned to their families, and equally hope for an end to the loss of innocent life in Palestine, so many of those people being women and children. And it's horrible to see.
And they're also saying that I guess Stranger Things is about to crank up soon. So maybe like this is tied to he wants to get out in front of it before Stranger Things gets back in production. Or maybe he's just getting a whole lot of hate.
They were done with that.
Stranger Things?
Yeah.
They have half of a season left, and then it's going to be over.
Yeah, they're almost done. And then the whole thing is going to be over with. But he seems to be kind of like backpedaling here. Just have your opinion on things. And I like Abraham Dragonfriend's point on Twitch. Can you just say, I don't know? So many people are scared to just say, I don't know. But if you weigh in on something like this, like he did, and they start to go after you online, it can seem like really intense. I still see posts from this guy. He's apolitical, meaning that he does not have any kind of partisan viewpoints on anything.
Boring.
His account is simply about him posting funny cardboard signs in public places, and he's gone viral many times for doing so. And I still see these people in the comments, what about Palestine? What about Palestine? It's like, oh my God. Some of the most obnoxious people in the world are backing this movement. These folks who are Palestinian activists. It's like, learn how to win friends and influence people. So he may be facing a lot of that online where he's like, everybody's against me right now. And I got to put out the video where I say, you know, good people on both sides, or bad people on both sides, or
hey guys, it's Sean. It's me, Sean, and just want to say, I've talked to my Jew friends.
I do have those.
I got a couple, and
I'm a Jew. It's me, Nook Boy.
I've talked to Nook Boy. And you know, I'm just really upset about the whole thing.
Just 47 more hours till I'm let out for an hour.
Like and subscribe for part 2.
Well, Nook Boy, you could be like those other Jewish folks in New York and tunnel your way out of there.
Yeah. Maybe. But you gave me a plastic spoon.
He just gave you a make yourself useful, Nook Boy.
Also, I need my litter box changed. Bye.
I forgot. See you later, Nook Boy. All right, there you go. Okay, quick break. We'll get back. I'll talk about the
Someone's
anime
going
thing.
to knock on your door one of these days. Like, sir, we've heard about the tiny boy in your Nook.
Please, no. I hope that doesn't happen. But it's.
Is it still considered swatting when it's Child Protective Services?
They may send whatever they have because this is a big accusation. Big if true. We'll get to the controversy in the anime world in just a moment. Plus, Blake Griffin. He is a big star in the NBA world, but what did they just find him doing?
Oh, no.
Well, you'll see. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Got a video proof.
Let me be your fart jar manager. And I'll take 20% off the top of the jar.
Carlos will hold the jar.
If he's taking
Absolutely.
20%, it's back up to 800.
Exactly. We'll talk about it later. Meat.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Watch out for an accident causing delays on Apopka Inland Road, State Road 535 southbound at Hotel Plaza Boulevard. The right lane is blocked. A disabled vehicle is causing heavy delays on I-4 eastbound after US 27. Travel with caution. You could expect delays due to an accident on Garland Avenue northbound between Washington Street and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Down payments vary, does not mean savings. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown, in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Hey everyone, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know what? Let's get heart smart in 2024. Early detection is the key to maintaining a healthy heart. Everybody knows that. And in 2024, make it your resolution to proactively scan before there are symptoms. Early
Early detection is key to a longer and healthier life. The testimonials I hear coming out of Life Imaging FLA and the ones I've personally experienced are mind-boggling, and these guys have been doing this in South Florida for many years. Let them help you make sure you are going to be around as long as possible. And remember, guys, you don't have to take your clothes off. There's no pain involved, no dyes injected. The entire thing only takes a few minutes. Do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan. Again, just a few minimum requirements, a $699 value. From your cell phone, call pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. It's better to know now before it's too late. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Well, hello there. Join me at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino to celebrate a new era in gaming with live craps, roulette, and sports betting now available to go along with the biggest selection of slots in South Florida. Plus, all your other favorite table games. Complement your night with my award-winning fine dining and casual fare options, lively bars and lounges, or catch your favorite A-list entertainer at Hard Rock Live. Discover your rhythm today. Go to hardrockholly.com. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
You don't need a resolution to lose weight. You need a solution. And that's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specifically formulated to provide full-strength semaglutide in a daily tablet. With Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month. And it's not a shot, so you can skip the weekly trips to a doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications like Ozempic. That's right, I said half the price. Plus, Red Mountain includes medically supervised meal plans and free lifetime maintenance to help you keep the weight off. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, just results for half the price. Trust the leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I feel occasional burning and stabbing in my hands as I age.
I sometimes feel numbness and tingling in my feet as I get older.
It's starting to get in the way of doing what I love.
At Nervive, we hear you, and we can help. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use.
Now that I know, I'm taking control.
Try Nervive Nerve Relief and say yes to healthy nerves. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more.
Has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, B-I-L-L-S, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Let's go to the newsjunkie.com. Send us one, why don't you? Sealine, where are you sleeping these days? You still banished to the couch, or
sometimes? I did a little bit of couch last night. Sometimes I just voluntarily do it just to make sure things are good. If the baby had a hard time getting to sleep, I don't want to re-up that.
Yeah, you're aware of the situation and you're trying to be gentle about it. It sounds like.
But I'm probably gonna do the whole night in bed tonight because I got to do my sleep study.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought you'd go to a place for that.
You don't have to anymore. They have at-home ones.
Cool.
Which is great. I mean, that's so smart that they've made that advance in technology.
We got a guy.
Are you nervous to see the results or curious?
No. Okay. I mean, I already kind of know from the stuff that my Apple Watch tells me.
See, I can't wear my watch to sleep, but I would love to know how many times I wake up throughout the night. Because I know for sure, I remember 2 or 3 times, but it has to be a lot more.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's see if it tells me right now.
Yeah, what kind of information does your watch give you about that? Because that would probably be similar to what you're going to get from this study.
It tells you what levels of sleep you're in, like how much you were in REM sleep and how much you were in the deep sleep that actually is the most important. I can't find it for today.
Does it tell you how many times you stop breathing? Because that's the one that's always like, oh my God, this is scary to learn this little fact.
It does not tell you about stopping breathing. Okay, January 15th, so yesterday. So this was Sunday night's sleep.
All right, what's it say?
I only had 4 wake-ups.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, it's and then not a lot of REM sleep, a bunch of core sleep, and not a lot of deep sleep.
What are they going to give you as a result of this study that you're doing at home tonight, the sleep study? Is it you get the machine?
The end game is to get some type of CPAP, and then I'll have to use that for a certain amount of hours per day, and then if you keep up with that for a month or 2, insurance covers the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what you're saying for a certain amount of hours? I thought you just used those things when you were going to sleep.
Yeah, but I mean, some people, take nights off.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. If you're showing that you're utilizing it more and it's not just going to waste, then the insurance company's like, okay, this is good for you. We'll step up and pay the tab on this one, which makes sense. But I always was so frightened of having to do that study. I don't necessarily want to know that information. On the other hand, maybe I'm supposed to learn that, so we'll see. B-Dobbs, our friend from B-Dobbs Funeral Home, they are weighing in on what we were talking about earlier, because this is a weird sentence to say, but we were talking about if Sabrina, when dead and in her casket, if she could be carried by, what was the number of Roomba? 6?
I said 6, but this is casket-free, because I realize now the casket is very heavy, but I thought that you got emptied, after you died. And it was
scoop the stuff out.
Yeah, but apparently it was very wrong. And thank God we have our good friend B-Dobbs, who has all the expertise.
Okay, what's he saying? What was his response to you?
Oh, I sent you guys this is the strangest conversation. If I ever lose my phone and they go through my text messages.
Can I show this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I've got the actual text message. It says, okay, so when a body's in a casket for a service, are they the same weight as when they were alive? And B-Dobbs says, give or take maybe a couple of pounds either way due to biological changes. They should be the same weight as they were at the time of passing. And Sabrina said, and everything is inside? What about the whole formaldehyde process? In a non-autopsy case, we can complete the whole embalming process from a 3-inch incision in the neck.
Ugh.
In a perfect case. That's wild.
Like a vampire.
With that, you're just replacing all the blood in the veins and arteries with embalming fluids. different from forms of formaldehyde. Got it. Thank you very much for your expertise. Pray emoji.
The only time that the organs are removed from the body is during an autopsy. But yeah, once that's complete, they go back in a bag.
Or if they're donated, right?
Or they're donated, or it could be like when you get a turkey.
Well, we have to factor that in, though. You said that you are an organ donor, right?
I am. I mean, who knows what condition they're going to be when I pass.
But that will factor in. They'll have scooped at least some stuff out of you if we want to be as accurate as we can on whether or not these Roombas could carry you any great distance.
Yeah. Maybe we should just go with, my weight for what it is now and then determine how much can a Roomba, because you've seen those videos where cats are on top of Roombas.
Oh, yeah.
So they can carry something. So how many Roombas would I need to carry my dead body?
I know that they have some sort of power.
The segment.
Hey, look, we can also do other things because from what I can tell in my neighborhood, hoverboards are back, baby. They're happening again.
I can't find the charger to mine.
This little girl drove past me and Courtney yesterday. She zooms past us on the sidewalk. She's got a hoverboard. Lights crazy on this thing. I mean, there's lights flashing. There's LEDs everywhere going off. There's a speaker on the hoverboard.
What?
So it's like jamming out music with bass and everything. And also, it's a hoverboard. And she's cruising around on this thing. And I go, man, all right, we have stepped up our hoverboard game over here. This is pretty impressive stuff. So we'll see. And if you did the math on that, well, I'm sure you probably didn't. But if you did, let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. There is a controversy in the world of anime right now. I had no idea they were fighting over this kind of stuff. But it's about the process of translating animes for the American marketplace. And in translating these animes, there are two groups of people. One group of people says we should use AI so it's unbiased. And the other group of people says, no, we should have a human do this. And who cares if they change up what's in the anime? And I guess there's been several of these anime features. Chaos may know more about this. I had not heard of this until today. But there's been several animes that have been released where the person who is doing the translation put their own political views into it. And they changed up stuff when they were translating the words into English.
And you're not supposed to do that?
I would say that was wrong, and here's why. Not because it would be a political thing that I would agree with or disagree with. That doesn't matter at all. I would say that this is wrong because it's disrespectful, in my view, to the person who created the art in the first place. I think your job when taking somebody's art and transcribing it over for a new audience is to be as close to that person's vision as you possibly can be.
Yeah, but there's two ways of doing the translation. So, and this kind of came up when we were watching Squid Game. And everybody was watching Squid Game, and there was the debate whether to watch it with subtitles or overdubs. Because with overdubs, they change the content slightly so that it fits the amount of time that the person is on screen or that the person is talking.
Yeah.
Whereas in subtitles, they're just giving you the downright translation as accurately as possible. And so my friend, who is Korean, argued that we should have watched it with subtitles so we could get a better idea of what they were really trying to say. And I said, I'm not reading it.
Okay.
I think they said should have, right? That's one of the things that is a bit loaded in that sentence. Should have is weird, but to say what is the best way to get the actual essence of what the writers wanted to get across, yes, subtitles would be the best way, I would imagine. And that takes into consideration that the subtitles are absolutely accurate and up to the person's vision. This is also, for the record, why I don't like when they take artists' works. I think they did this a little bit with Dr. Seuss and some other things, and they changed them to apply to moral standards of recent times. So if you have a Tom Sawyer book and there's a bunch of stuff in there that's racist, you don't just go back and change that because now it's offensive. I think you keep it in there.
Nice Joe.
Yeah, Nice Joe ain't going to work, right? People know what you called Nice Joe before this whole thing changed up. You just have to explain that in the context of hey, this is how this used to be at this time. This is how people talked and wrote, and this is why it's wrong or right or whatever. And that's how I always feel about that. You should just respect the original artists, the people who created this stuff, and not try to inject your own weird politics into somebody else's creation. That seems kind of gross. Before we get to a couple of dispatches, Blake Griffin, the NBA star. He's 34 years old, trying to find a new team in the NBA. He had a one-year stint.
I'm scared because I love Blake Griffin. I have not seen this news.
He is still trying to find a team.
You were such a big Blake Griffin fan there.
I'd climb that tree any day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
He's
Blake
a very
Griffin,
attractive man.
34-year-old man, no team right now. He was on the Celtics last season, and they said now he's been spotted, and I hope this is true. They said Blake Griffin was recently spotted handing out free samples at a Costco in Irvine, California.
No way, dude.
Which
part of a commercial.
I think he's just doing some work on behalf of a company he is involved with, like he's an investor in the company.
Yeah.
And he was at the Costco, but to somebody else, it looked like he was now handing out free samples in Costco.
I mean, there was just a video that went viral a couple months ago that, like, Ed Sheeran spent a couple hours serving coffee at Starbucks, and everybody was freaking out that Ed Sheeran was their barista. Nobody goes, what has happened to Ed Sheeran?
Isn't it funny that celebrities do this? Like, what was Lana Del Rey, I think?
Yeah.
She spotted her working at a Waffle House, and they're like, these celebrities, they want to be just like us and have these regular jobs.
Wasn't it like Young Jock who was actually driving Uber and someone called him out for it?
Yeah, there was somebody doing that, and somebody who used to be a celebrity, and then they were spotted working at a grocery store checkout. I don't remember much more about that.
It's kind of a gamble because you want, if you're doing something like this, to be like, oh, okay, well, he's just doing a cool thing. But if you misstep, or if they look at it the wrong way, like you gambled on this, and you go, oh, they're like, oh, what happened to him? He is. He's like if I've seen like some party pictures and stuff where like it'll be like members of NSYNC hosting karaoke, and they're hosting karaoke. I mean, it's just a cool thing they do.
And sometimes the celebrities will go their route too, where they go, I just wish that I could have a regular job working at the Waffle House or the grocery store. And you go, no, you don't. You don't wish that for a second, because you know what? If I wish that I was a Hollywood A-list actor, I can't just make that happen. But you, Hollywood A-list actor, you can make the Waffle House job permanent if you want. You can literally get that job and live that life. You don't really want to do that. That's the harsh truth of all of it. Okay, we are going to take a very quick break, rapid fast, really high rate of speed. And when we come back, we'll do not only jury duty, but we'll get into those dispatches that I promised. Plus, we got to talk about underwear and socks. I didn't think this would come up today, but this is the state of affairs on a Share the Show Tuesday. Don't miss out on this. It is coming up next on the News Junkie.
We are Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And, hey Google, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
I would be happy to.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The NFL has found its next star quarterback, and it's C.J. Stroud of the Texans. Nobody, though, thought he'd be this good this fast, not even the people who drafted him. It shows you how hard it is to evaluate the quarterback position. We had questions about Mahomes coming out of Texas Tech. Many wanted Lamar to be a receiver. Finding the right quarterback can take you from pretender to contender overnight. I'm Colin Cowherd.
The fully electric EQS sedan from Mercedes-Benz is innovation on a magnificent scale. Available with the epic 56-inch touch-sensitive hype screen. The vehicle is all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more at mbusa.com/EQS.
Very local. Powered by Wesh 2. Local news. Breaking news this morning. Original series and specials. I can't wait to go check it out. Come with me. 24/7 TV made just for you.
How awesome is this?
Download the free Very Local app now.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind and the Under Oath podcast. A little more free advice. Any conversation you have with the insurance company after you get into an accident will be recorded. Everything you say can and will be used against you. For example, when they ask you how you're doing, these are not words of concern. These are traps to keep them from paying your medical expenses. Simply reply with, I've been told to avoid answering questions like this. It's not if, but when you get into an accident. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks. See Dr. Portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Wawa has pizza. Get $5 off pizza when you order in the Wawa app or on your favorite delivery app starting at 4 p.m. Gotta have a Wawa.
Operation Hope stands at the forefront of meaningful change, committed to ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to realize their financial aspirations. Our mission, uplift those left behind, transform communities, and ensure financial freedom is available to everyone. Our financial coaches are from the communities they serve and are here to help broker peace of mind, creating pathways to financial wellness and stability tailored to individual needs. Becoming involved is more than just joining a cause. It's a lifeline. Visit OperationHope.org to learn more and get involved.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This is the News Junkie.
Possibly be true. I refuse to admit it. In jury duty, strangely enough, an update on that Gilgo Beach serial killer story from a while back, which I was not expecting. This was the guy who they said he was married and he lived with his wife, but on off hours he was going and getting hookers and killing them.
Oh, that one.
Well, at the time it was like this big thing because it solved a whole bunch of cold cases at once, and so there's been an update on that. But I say no way to this one. The headline, toss it out the window, from Gretchen Reynolds over on MSN. This story says at 93 years old, he's as fit as a 40-year-old. His body offers lessons on aging, and they show this dude who is indeed 93 years old, and his name is Richard Morgan. And I tell you, no shot is Richard Morgan at 93 in better shape than me. No shot this 93-year-old man is in any way in better shape than me. If we define better shape by like who's healthier, who's going to live longer, I mean, any number of things. If it's a 93-year-old man,
he probably will live longer than you.
How?
Not from today, but he will live to be older than you will.
Okay,
but they're not saying that he's stronger than any other 93-year-old. That would be fine. I'd be okay with a statement like that.
If you got on a row machine next to him, he would outrow you without a doubt,
No,
Sean.
I don't know. I don't think he could. I don't think this 93-year-old man could outrow me, and I never rode on a row machine before.
That's exactly why he would outrow you.
I think I could kill a 93-year-old man with a punch.
Okay, we're not talking about murder. We're talking about working out.
I'm talking about both as of now.
Of course, you can shove him downstairs and he'd probably die too, but that's not what we're talking. We're talking about his, like, being at the gym kind of stuff.
I'm talking about all around when they say that he is in the shape of a 30 or they say 30 or 40-year-old. Come on. They said for lessons on how to age well, we could do worse than turn to Richard Morgan. At 93 years old, the Irishman is a 4-time world champion in indoor rowing. With the aerobic engine of a healthy 30 or 40-year-old and the body fat percentage of a whippet, he says. Whippets are like those little greyhound dogs.
Oh, I thought it was
not those, not the fun ones.
Whoa.
He's also the subject of a new case study published last month in the Journal of Applied Physiology. We all subscribed to that, so we got to read this ahead of time. It looked at his training, diet, and physiology. Its results suggest that in many ways, he's the exemplar of fit, healthy aging. A nonagenarian.
Wow, who wrote this? Why don't you marry him?
That means somebody in their 90s, a nonagenarian, with the heart, muscles, and lungs of someone less than half his age. But in other ways, he's ordinary. A one-time baker and battery maker, with creaky knees.
That'd be bad if you mix those up, though.
Who didn't take up regular exercise until he was in his 70s and who still trains mostly in his backyard shed.
He's so old that his day, the battery maker was like the local guy that you go to for batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Just going on down to the battery maker to power up these portable radios.
This man is 93. If I roundhouse kicked him in his knees, his legs would disappear underneath him.
Of course that would happen, but that's not what we're talking about, Sean.
I think I could do better on the rower, too. I think I could do better on the rower than this 93-year-old man.
I do not at all, and there's only one way to find out. But it's like, I love that that's your go-to. It's like, this story is about how he's in great shape, and he has the heart of someone half his age, and you're like, well, I could kill him.
Well,
so that makes me healthier.
If they say that he's in the shape of a 30 or 40-year-old, that would mean he would be equivalent to a 30 or 40-year-old physically, right? That's what they're talking about in the most basic sense. So if that was the case, then you would say physically, like running, this guy's not faster than me at 93. Do you guys think this guy could beat me in a foot race?
Are you talking about how fast? Because I think he could beat you in endurance. Like he could run a mile and you would maybe get like a block and a half.
Down the length of my street, I would smoke this old man. I would absolutely decimate this old man who's got wobbly knees.
Yourself.
You would.
No, I wouldn't. Why do you guys think I'm in such bad shape? I walk for like miles and miles every single day. I can at least run the distance of my street and beat a 93-year-old man. No doubt about that.
You sound a little threatened, Sean.
Well, I'm not threatened by him. In fact, I'm worried that if I did get into an altercation with him, I would murder the man. I would beat him in a street race, no doubt. I have zero doubts about that. I would put big money down on it. Stoned Assassin on Twitch says, idea for just okay, a physical fitness and or fighting demonstration by Sean.
People will pay big money to see that.
Any 90-year-old plus person that thinks they could take me on in any challenge, I throw down the gauntlet to you. I don't care what it is. Any challenge, if you're 93 years old, I, Sean Wasson, can beat you at that challenge. Whatever it is, whether it's
and when you
swimming,
start to lose, you're going to end up punching them and get arrested.
I'm not going to lose. I don't have to worry about that. It's just like a 93-year-old person can't run down the street as fast as me, but yet they're saying physically this 93-year-old is in the same shape as a 30 or 40-year-old, which would be me, a 40-year-old. And I say no.
40 what?
42. I'm 42 years old, I believe. I think, right? Yeah, 1981, May 26th. I'm 42 years old.
This year. Damn, man.
I'll be 43 this year, and I could smoke this old man at anything you could come up with. Absolutely anything. And that's not really shaming this old man. He's 93 years old. It's super impressive that he's still able to do the things that he is. But at 93, you cannot compete with somebody who's 50 years younger than you on anything that takes physical abilities, okay? E-Fresh Rock says, a 21-year-old is saying the same about your boomer ass. And the 21-year-old would be right. The 21-year-old would be right. I can't beat a 21-year-old in a street race. I can't row.
You couldn't do it with me at 21.
Well, I'm saying generally speaking. A 21-year-old could beat me in most things because they're 21 years old. That's the benefit of being in peak shape in terms of
veins are popping out of your neck right now. You've got to take a breath, man.
Do you think you got to check your oxygen level?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm not even exasperated.
Do you think a 21-year-old could beat you at drinking?
No.
I can tell you this. I can vouch for it. No. Do you guys remember when we first started and we had our meetings right after the show? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I am going to drink. Every time they get a new drink, I will get a drink as well. And I was projectile vomiting within an hour and a half of hanging out with you guys. So you can beat them in that.
The worst thing I could be better at, though.
That's
something else.
Very true.
If there was somebody, Oscar says, a slapping competition, I would kill a 93-year-old man. They would die as a result of me slapping them. And I would not die as a result of them slapping me. This is just being 93 years old. And he's probably the best and strongest and most incredible for 93 years old. And I give him all the credit in the world, but I would beat him in a street race 10 times out of 10.
Calling it street race. Is this the Sharks versus the Jets?
I mean, a race on the actual street. What else? A road race?
A track.
I don't know.
A proper track where there's timers and stuff.
Well, that's not very available to me. I have a road right outside my house, so I could do.
You also have a track
Lucky.
very close, buddy.
If I went over to the track,
connects over
same
at the
thing.
high school.
Same thing. No 93-year-old man can beat me around the track.
Why do
Their
you have
legs are
connects
just
at the
garbage.
high school?
Because I realize how that came off, but I am friends with teachers. How about that?
Okay, that's good. That makes more. That adds up. The other part is a little.
Okay,
bit.
now let's take not the fastest, but let's do an 800. You're going 4 times around that track. You still think you can beat the old man?
Yes.
Who trains every single day for the last 30 years.
I think that it's impossible for a person who is above 90 years old to have the dexterity in their knees and the strength in their legs at that age and bones that can take the actual act of running that far and that fast.
So you're going to go Tanya Harding on his ass, aren't you?
No, I'm not going to even need to hit them because they're 93 years old. Now, I know people who are in their 70s and could kick my ass at all of these things. All right? I should throw down some of these things so you guys know I'm not a lunatic here. All right? Like Courtney's dad, for instance, he's in his 70s, and he's in fantastic shape. And he could probably beat me at many of these things. He loves Sabrina's turkey gobble noise. And,
warms my heart.
And he's very, very physically fit, and he could probably beat me at many of these things. But 70 is not 80, and 80 sure as hell ain't 90. 93 years old is a whole different world.
Yeah.
So challenge is thrown. It's thrown. It's down on the ground. And we'll see if this man, Richard Morgan, takes me up on it, or anybody else. We got some 90-plus-year-olds listening to the show. I would hope. I would think. This rant about beating old men brought to you by the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go?
Are you an old man that just got his ass beat by a radio DJ? Call Moses.
Call Moses DeWitt. 866-CALL-MO. 866-CALL-MO.
Oh, she called you a DJ, too.
That
That's
hurts.
what they all, if they don't listen to the show.
That's what they're going to say.
I tell
Yeah.
a cousin of mine, like, I do radio, and they're like, oh, you're a DJ. What kind of music do you guys play? Like, it's talk radio, but we don't really do politics and sports. Okay.
Steven on YouTube says Sean feels like he's invincible because he quit smoking. Nothing to do with that. That is not going. The quitting smoking, I'm not even feeling the health benefits from that yet.
Have you
It's
been
only been
huffing
3
up
weeks.
a bunch of stuff though?
No, but
It's all still stuck there, huh?
I would still be like the same on any kind of tests, I think, or maybe like a little tiny bit better that I stopped smoking. I'm not getting like long-term quitting smoking benefits. It's not that. It's simply that I think when you're in your 90s, you're in totally different shape. I'm killing the plug here. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. There are a lot of choices for attorneys out there, but pick the one that's going to treat you like the person you are and treat you the way you deserve to be treated. He will listen to you and fight for you. He's Moses DeWitt, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. What do you think? Could I beat up the 93-year-old? Could I beat him in a foot race? As somebody else said, that's the proper way to say it. Could I beat him at any of these other challenges?
Street race.
Let me know. We'll see. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for on I-4 westbound between County Road 46A and State Road 434. The left lane is blocked. On the on-ramp from Chickasaw Trail to State Road 408, authorities are clearing up an accident on there. Apopka Inland Road southbound at Hotel Plaza Boulevard, the right lane is blocked. Traveling on I-4 westbound, you can expect delays between Fairbanks Avenue and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by OrangeCountyFL.com.
Get ready for the Orange County Facilities Job Fair. HVAC tech and maintenance positions available. Plus, earn a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Thursday, January 18th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Orange County Facilities Building. Learn more at ocfl.net/job fair.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's the new year, and guess what? I'm in hot water. Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car, regardless of make, model, miles, or even condition. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. We've got the banks to break the ice with lower rates and smaller payments. You can drive a car that's twice as nice. Come see me at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Check out the new Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for $8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
In a small Tennessee town, a killer was caught by unlikely investigators, high school students, and their teacher, Alex Campbell. Though the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation supports their theory, no charges have been filed. Murder 101 follows the students as they endeavor to complete the assignment.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Boys, go to thenewsjunkie.com and record yours right now. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails, and it says, "Hey guys, Happy New Year, blah, blah. I'm writing because I'm not sure where else to turn after my concerns seem to be falling on deaf ears in the public school system." So Anonymous has a problem with something going down at a school here. "I have a kid in middle school They recently started attending a club before school hours. I was initially told the club was a board game club, so I naturally assumed it was a bunch of kids sitting around playing Clue or chess or something to that effect. Last night, I realized the club that my kid had been going to each week was actually a Christian prayer group hosted by a teacher in the school. I found this out when I discovered candy wrappers with Bible passages on the back of my kid's bag. When I asked about them, they told me it was from the group they've been playing board games with. My family and I are not religious practicing people. I've always thought of religion being a lot like somebody's genitals. Keep it to yourself and don't shove it on me and we're all good, Anonymous says. When I asked my child about how they first learned about the board game club, they said there were kids walking around campus handing out the candies and inviting kids to the club before school hours. It's kind of weird. I've never heard of that before. Now, this shocked me and honestly caused some upset. It really feels sneaky and kind of misleading to lure kids in with candy and games and then pull the old Uno reverse Bible card on the kids. My kid identifies as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, and it worries me that this club could have negative intentions regarding my kid and their identity. I brought my concerns up with the school counselor today, and they dismissed me, saying that I shouldn't be worried about the group and that the teacher hosting the club was vetted by the school, so they're not, quote, pedos or anything. They left me feeling unheard and frustrated. Am I overreacting? I'm open to feedback. If you've made it this far, thank you for taking the time to hear me out. Much appreciated, says Anonymous.
We will pray for you, Anonymous.
I didn't know that was something that they would do, like go out and recruit people with candy to go to their clubs.
It's weird to hear the way they went about it and the fact that they're calling it a board game club. Are they playing board games in the club?
Are these other students? I missed that part. Or these are outside? Like
she said it was led by, or Anonymous said it was led by a teacher. So the teacher was leading like a Christian prayer group. And in the group, they also kind of lured people in with candy and board games to get them on their side.
So to the point of what the anonymous emailer said about, keep it to yourself and don't try to push it on other people. That's, I mean, unfortunately for you, that's part of religion is the being a missionary is trying to teach people about the Word of God. Now, at this point, though, part of religion also and part of Christianity is not lying to people, and so not trying to trick. You don't need to trick somebody into learning about God by going, "This is a board game club."
Yeah,
like that.
It does feel a little bit like reverse "Don't Say Gay," though, doesn't it? It kind of feels. It's like there was a lot of people who got mad because they were bringing up gender ideology and some of these other things in certain schools across the country. So they wanted to work that out of the system, and they said, well, let's not talk about this stuff. But then you're still able to do this through a group and talk about religion. Could you talk about the other stuff that is covered by the way, there's no "Don't Say Gay" in that bill before you hit me with all that. I get it. I totally understand that. But could you say, I honestly don't know the answer to this. Maybe somebody can help me out, a teacher or something. Could you talk about gender and sex and biology if you were in a club at school, or is that forbid?
I think that
you can't
that's
do
out. With this last bill, was that there was not supposed to be any clubs or after-school activities associated with that.
I have no idea how the school clubs work. Like, I really have no idea. The only thing I know about
clubs, bud?
Is the after-school Satan thing, which always triggers everybody, and it's not really about Satan. No, I don't think I was in any kind of groups like that. Like, most of them are very mundane, like debate club or, the various different things that you might get involved in on campus. But this would be something that was more religious based, and I'm not sure exactly how that goes. Arya Shadowblade says, for that reason, I'll say she's not overreacting. We have freedom of religion, so all religions should be treated equally in school. If you don't want non-Christian path groups, don't have Christian groups. Well, yeah, that's why they do that after-school Satan thing, to show that this isn't about leaving kids free to explore religion in school. This is about a certain type of religion that people want to push on kids at school. At the moment that people who are Christian hear that there's an after-school Muslim club, They go, whoa, hang on.
Pump the brakes.
Hang on. I didn't sign up for all this Allah stuff. I remember September 11th. And they reveal that they don't necessarily like that stuff so much. They only like one side of it. And this happens all the time in our culture. I've said this before, where if you take people who say that they care about, like I care more about black people or people who are disabled or people who are, insert whatever, autistic, whatever, they'll quickly turn on all of that and say the most vicious things, many of them, once they find out that the person disagrees with them politically.
Because it's in the Bible.
Happens all the time. It happens constantly. So people have agendas at work here, I think. I just don't know how these how these groups work. Abraham says, what's After School Satan? It's a program that is done by some of these folks after school.
We call it ASS.
It's the ASS program. And it's done by different groups after school to highlight that when people say exactly what I'm saying here, when people say that they just want kids to be able to explore whatever they want in school, whatever religion, they don't really mean that, because once you insert Satan into it, the parents are like, oh my God. But it's really not Satan. They're not in there learning about that kind of stuff. It's something different entirely. We talked about this recently on the show, like the difference between people who actually worship Satan and people who are members of the Satanic Church. It's kind of a bad branding move there, but those are not the same thing regardless. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you got on your mind. You can connect with us in many different ways, including just like that with an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Eddie on YouTube says, clubs don't follow school teaching standards. Religious clubs shouldn't be allowed because it opens too many doors that cannot be properly managed. I wouldn't want, if Dylan was young again and in school, I don't want them discussing religion. I don't want them discussing sexuality. I don't want them discussing a lot of these other things at super young ages. But with high school kids and definitely in college, I want college kids exposed to as many different things as possible to show them that the world isn't an insulated place. I want college kids exposed to ideas that they think are absolutely vile, to know, like, okay, there's people out there that think differently than me. But when it goes down to younger kids, I think all that stuff changes a lot. Like, I don't want in an elementary school people to be recruiting for their religion. That's weird to me. Don't like that.
Why?
Yes! Yes! Who are you?
It's me, Satan!
Oh, God.
I heard my name and I heard about my club.
But we were saying it wasn't actually a Satan thing.
Well, it's not necessarily. Am I very low right now? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
hello?
you need to be a little louder.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you the whole time.
And you'll be able to hear me after school. You're really loud, Satan. You know what?
Uh-oh, C-Lane's Satan too.
Do you have a voice changer too? No, you just have me running through the voice changer right now.
Okay, guys, it's just a catastrophe.
I'm in Sean's studio. I was just Satan by myself. All right, I'll turn it off.
All right.
I'm sending a reply all email to the entire building until this is fixed. This is baloney.
C-Lane just tried to weigh in. He was forced into
and his
the
is
Satanic
much
row.
lower than mine for some reason. Damn it.
I almost turned into Sean doing the sexy guy voice.
Oh, yes, that was a good throwback.
No, that was bad. We need to delete anything related to that, associated with that. Okay, where are we here? We got to take a quick break? Yes, I think we do.
Who are you talking to?
Not Satan. Was I Satan too, or was it just the two of you? Okay, all right, good.
I can't help myself. I am. It's getting hot in here.
That was what I sounded like without the effect on, but
Correct.
I was hearing myself with the effect on.
It was great.
So it's kind of like leaning into it a little bit.
Good stuff.
I don't know. Tough times. Okay, we'll be back in a moment. When we return, I'll give you that update on those Gilgo Beach serial killings.
Oh, thank
Very
God.
serious. It's not a joking matter there. And we'll talk about the Green Goblin. All that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for heavy delays due to an accident on I-4 westbound between County Road 46A and State Road 434. There's an accident on the on-ramp from Chickasaw Trail to State Road 408. Watch out for that one. Expect delays through the city on I-4 westbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by OrangeCountyFL.com.
Get ready for the Orange County Facilities Job Fair. HVAC tech and maintenance positions available. Plus, earn a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Thursday, January 18th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Orange County Facilities Building. Learn more at ocfl.net/jobfair.
Start the new year off the right way from behind the wheel of your very own Nations truck. Ford, Chevy, Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. And with approved credit, you'll take advantage of interest rates as low as 5.99%, and you won't make any payments for 3 months. So take your pick from the largest selection of work trucks, lifted trucks, diesels, and 4x4s. Few bumps on your credit, not a problem. Nations Trucks has 35 lenders. They're ready to work with everyone. So what are you waiting for? Visit nationstrucks.com today, or just go down and see them in Sanford on 1792, just 1 mile south of Lake Murray Boulevard, and let them know C-Lane from the News Junkies sent you.
The music we listen to all year long.
The anthems that were our soundtrack for 2023.
And the stars who made the songs we love will all be celebrated.
Live from Los Angeles on Fox, April 1st.
Be here as the nominees for our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Awards are announced.
Let's get it started. Thursday at 9 a.m.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. I would like everybody to get heart smart for 2024. What does that mean? Life Imaging FLA can help you with that. Early detection is key to maintaining a healthy heart. In 2024, make it your resolution to get a scan before you have any symptoms. That's right. Early detection is incredible when it comes to heart disease and also cancer. It's a game changer in terms of treatment and outcomes. And so many people have been to Life Imaging FLA and found out they had heart blockage they didn't even know about. I found out I was clear and clean, which was great, and I have peace of mind. Life Imaging FLA, you can get a free scan. All you got to do is pick up your phone, dial pound 250, and say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value, and it really, really is worth it. So with your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you can get connected with them in seconds, and you're going to receive an option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Get a scan if you can. Life Imaging FLA.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
There's no better time than the new year to help protect your identity and finances. LifeLock detects potential threats to your identity that you may miss on your own. If you do become a victim, a U.S.-based LifeLock restoration specialist will work to fix it. LifeLock is the New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Save 25% off your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock or go to lifelock.com. Promo code CLAY to save 25%. That's lifelock.com. Promo code CLAY.
Hey, my name's Jay Shetty, and I'm the host of On Purpose, the #1 health podcast in the world. Join me this week as I chat with Michelle Obama, a woman of immense strength and grace. Tune in as we navigate through the chapters of her life, uncovering the moments that have contributed to her inspiring story.
What keeps me up are the things that I know. The war in the regions. What is AI going to do?
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
Learn more about the show, learn about secret shows, and set up an account. It's free for you to set up an account. And if you do that, you can send us some dispatches to get your thoughts on the show. One thing that I saw today that I said, this is a little, or maybe even a lot, hypocritical to me. But I think rightfully so, the world of NFTs has been mocked by certain people. It's the idea that you're going to pay for some digital image that anybody else can just screenshot, and yet it's on the blockchain, so you have the only one of these. And we saw that explode. What was that now? A couple of years ago, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they thought it was the next big thing. A lot of celebrities were on board for it, and they're getting their ass kicked now. Like, what was that? Logan Paul guy, and Justin Bieber too. Like, spent a whole bunch of money, and the stories 2 years later was like, they lost millions.
Yeah.
That's what it's worth now.
The only people who got rich were the people who were scamming other people. And there's something to the technology behind NFTs, and there are ways to collect and make money off of NFTs. But mostly, most people think that it's not going to be a big revelation in the art world. It was something people got excited about for a bit. I said the entire time, I said the blockchain and NFTs, all this stuff is cool, it's interesting, but it's not the actual thing that's going to be the game changer. There's going to be something utilizing the technology of NFTs, something utilizing the technology of the blockchain that is going to take us to the next place in our evolution as humans, I think. Like, there's some really cool things happening there, but we haven't hit the right use of it yet.
Sort of like when I think we thought we were hitting a stride when bands started offering like a lifetime incentive for being the possessor of the NFT.
Yeah. Like you would buy that pass and it would get you into all the concerts.
Yeah, you go to you'd be like front row at every Kings of Leon concert.
Meanwhile, there is cool stuff going on. Like, you want to see a band doing something cool? The thing that is it Fritz's brother, the Tool thing that he has? That collectible? That you guys,
probably. Yeah, Dirt?
Yeah, I think that's who it is. Anyways, he's got that collectible from one of his favorite bands, and that's a physical thing, and it's incredibly cool and going to be worth money. But the NFT thing, everybody mocked it. They laughed at it. This is dumb. You're spending your money on these fake pictures. But the same people who are laughing at NFTs also support stuff like this. Like I saw this story today, and this is in front of me for those of you watching on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. They said an ultra-rare AK-47 Counter-Strike skin has finally been discovered after 10 years. It could be worth $1 million. And I say to you, in this whole world of CSGO and all the different skins and stuff you can buy and all of the, what do they call them? Do they call them crates, cases? I think they call them opening cases in CSGO. That is just as stupid as any kind of NFT investment. This is not a real thing either. This is just some digital thing that you have in a game that you're playing. It's one of those things.
Skins, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Like in this case, it's a gun that your player gets to have, and it's so rare in the game, it's worth $1 million.
Where did they find it? They said they found it somewhere. Did they find it in the game?
Yeah, you get cases in the game, and you could purchase them. And when you open them up, it unveils something, and it might be a very common thing, or it might be a rare thing.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and I forget what game it was, but basically they're part of this clan, and they meet up to fight the bad guy. But, he was telling me I've spent upwards of like $2,000. But then you get, and he called it a particular thing. Like you get this person, fill in the blank or the term for it, and it's like this super rich kid in Saudi Arabia who will just like pay for everybody's mods. And spend like upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars on the game. Yeah, an oiler.
Yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah, they do that on streaming sites too. If there's somebody who gifts a lot of subscriptions
but
to the streamer,
there's no tangible
items,
right?
You're taking money and it seems like money laundering to me.
Like,
you're taking money and you're turning it into this digital thing that's probably even lamer than an NFT.
And at any time, developers can pull the plug on the game, and that's it. Poof, gone. Like your quote unquote investment has just disappeared.
I would think so, though I'm not sure if you legally own things that you get through games like this. It's really weird to me.
I think what Sabrina said sounds like a perfectly viable outcome to your big investment. Like, if the game's gone, what do you own anymore?
You don't have it. Like, imagine this. I guess you could apply it to the Kim Kardashian thing, because didn't her game have things that you could pay for in it?
Yeah.
And then now people spent money on that. They've been playing it for 10 years or however long it's been out. And then you take it away and the game shuts down. And then people feel like they don't have their thing anymore. It's so weird. I have never spent, I don't think, more than like $1 or $2 on some kind of app or game to get these digital things.
You haven't, but has some of your money gone towards some games?
Well, Courtney was big into a couple of these games over time, and she spent her money on some of these. And I would argue that she's got some crazy game addictions going on.
I am in that boat right now.
What?
Oh, are you really?
What
I am in. We just got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, we become friends on that.
And Ashley is a little obsessed.
What's she playing?
It's mostly Mario games. Like, we played through all of Super Mario 64, got most of the stars and did that, and then she needed a new Mario, so like
Luigi's Mansion.
So no,
that's a cool one.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Oh,
and,
I've never heard of it.
It's new, and it's her new obsession. Like, so the other morning I woke up and she's like, I got a new Mario game. I was like, oh, cool. This morning I woke up and she's on the couch. With the baby,
did not sleep at all.
With the baby on her chest,
up all night,
and the blanket over the two of them, and she's got beyond the baby the controller, and she looks up at me and she goes, I've been trying to beat this level for 53 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I was
she's in deep.
I was like, oh, it is a pretty hard level, but I was just like,
does it have microtransactions in it?
The Mario, I don't think the Mario one does, but I mean, there are definitely some that do. Like, I didn't Farmville have like a bunch of them?
Not only did it, that's kind of where the whole thing seemed to come from. Farmville, and like there was a
Candy
mob
Crush.
one.
That was a big one.
Candy Crush is still making insane amounts of money off of people, and a lot of them are kids who are playing these games, and they create another level that you can't beat unless you have like this thing, and the thing you can only get if you buy something in the game.
Back in our day, we just had a cartridge we blew into, and then we played the game, and that was it.
That was a long time ago. Now they're in a whole different world, man. So anyways, point is, there's a lot of people who laugh at NFTs but are like, man, my Counter-Strike skin is awesome. It's worth $1 million. These kind of things are exactly as non-existent in real life as anything that calls itself an NFT.
That's why you got to sell now.
Yeah, get out of this.
Flip it.
Hey, our friend Billy Mitchell, the great arcade game player, has started to go viral with a statement that he released. I'm going to read it right from his official Twitter account. It says, statement from Billy Mitchell. Today, January 6, 2024. And for the record, if you saw the documentary King of Kong.
Was that it? Yeah.
King of Kong Fistful of Quarters, the documentary about video games and alleged cheating. Billy Mitchell had all these world records, and they took them away from him because they said that he was cheating. And now it says January 16th, 2024. Twin Galaxies has reinstated all of the video game world records that I achieved in my career.
Oh, wow.
Effective immediately. Twin Galaxies.
Why is he making this statement and not Twin Galaxies?
Well, I guess they have a statement on their website, too, which says, in fair consideration of the expert opinion provided by Dr. Zida on behalf of Mr. Mitchell, and consistent with Twin Galaxies' dedication to the meticulous documentation and preservation of video game score history,
to it.
Twin Galaxies shall heretofore reinstate all of Mr. Mitchell's scores as part of the official historical database on their website.
We are living in some weird times, man.
That's so bizarre. So he's got all of his world records back, even though they said that they were stolen, or that he was cheating, I guess, when he got these records. And now I guess that's all resolved. But I remember the guy who runs that website, the Twin Galaxies website, he's weird too. It's not just Billy Mitchell that's weird.
Hey, that's my friend's stepdad you're talking about.
It was all the people. Billy Mitchell has a level of confidence that few people ever get near. And in the face of all reasons not to have that confidence, his confidence remains. And
he's got a sense of style that has been the same since 1980, throughout the time that I knew him going to high school. His restaurant, that was like my go-to place, especially when visiting home in college. Like, we're always meeting at Ricky's. And there was, in the little arcade in the back, was the system that I think he used to be the record.
Oh, man. So now he is, I guess, reestablished as a video game great. Always interesting to watch. Hey, maybe they could do an update. I would love to see an update on the King of Kong documentary. That would be cool to see what's going on with all that.
Eat their own words. The whole thing was based on how he was a cheater.
I know, but I don't know who's right and who's wrong, or if this is some finagling going on behind the scenes. I don't know enough about video games to know who the liar is.
Because now if Billy Mitchell's records are reinstated, does that mean somebody else is losing their record today?
If somebody was below what his record used to be, it would push him right on down, I guess. That would be what would happen there. Point Blank Ted says Billy Mitchell streams on Twitch. I saw Billy Mitchell streaming on Twitch, and I looked at it, he had like 30 people watching, and I go, that's weird.
Billy.
This guy's like a big name in the arcade world, and there was so few people who were watching his stream over on Twitch. Felt bad for him. I think even we have more than that. Of course, most of our folks who are watching watch on YouTube. That's the
tubers.
Platform. The folks over there. Hey, and if you are a tuber, as Sabrina says, quick note for you. If you've been noticing lately, I've seen so many people bitching about this. People going, why is YouTube slow all of a sudden? My YouTube account
I was getting that too, man. It's wild. You can't scroll through anything.
If that's happening for you, and it's happening for a lot of people, it's because likely you have an ad blocker on.
Oh.
And YouTube, in the war that they've been engaged in, is now throttling the traffic to everybody using ad blockers.
Oh, that's why there was 5 ads before everything.
Yeah, they got lots of stuff like that going on. I bit the bullet and subscribed to YouTube Premium, and I have been happy with it because we watch so much YouTube. We watch a lot.
My parents did the same thing. They're like, we have YouTube TV now. We don't have cable anymore. And then I'm like, all right, go to watch something on demand. They're like, we're going to record it for you later. Can't watch it now.
This is different. The YouTube Premium is different than the YouTube TV thing.
Oh.
The YouTube TV thing, C-Lane used to have it. I don't know if you still have it.
I still use YouTube TV.
It's really cool. It's very expensive now, or getting more expensive now.
Well, now that they have the Sunday night or the Sunday ticket.
Yeah, that's pricey when you get that thing.
You guys sound real rich right now.
They're doing a thing, which I think this is genius. They sell the Sunday ticket for a bunch of money at the beginning of the season, and then at different points through the season, they drop it and go, only this many games left? You can pick up the rest of the Sunday ticket for this price.
You want a little bit of ticket? We got a little bit,
They're
just
like,
a
all
shred.
right, I guarantee you, when playoffs start, it'll be like, you want to just catch the playoffs at home? With a little Sunday ticket.
Anyone want to trade for MGM Plus login?
Those.
Ooh, yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know if I have one of those. I lost track of what we actually have. But on YouTube, if you get the premium thing, it's no ads. It just becomes not a problem anymore. It gets rid of all the ads, which I have been enjoying because, as I said, we probably watch 2 hours on like a busy day of YouTube. There's a lot of content coming from that direction. It's been good.
I'm sorry. You call 2 hours of YouTube a busy day? Are you busy watching YouTube?
On a busy weekday, because I don't have the extra time on a weekday. But on a weekend, if we were staying home and it was nasty outside, we might watch 6-8 hours of YouTube video.
Wow.
Just keep going with different creators that make stuff that we've been subscribed to. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. I didn't say it was cool. I said the subscription thing, the premium, is a good deal if you watch as much as I do.
Listen, I have no room for judgment, what I do on the weekends.
You just judged. What are you talking about?
We're just having a fun radio back and forth. Come on, man.
Are we, though? Are we really?
It's a little nerdy if you ask me.
Sean's not having fun, guys.
Let's go find a 9-year-old who could kick his ass.
I've had plenty of fun. Long Island's Gilgo Beach serial killings. There's an update to this. They said they believe they've connected it to the death of a 4th woman.
Whoa.
A Connecticut mother of 2 that vanished back in 2007. And it is Maureen Brainerd Barnes, who they believe was also killed by this guy.
But they found the guy, and he's not confessed to any of them.
I don't believe he's confessed to any of them. Rex Howerman is his name. And you know things are bad because his wife at first was like, what is all of this? And his wife filed for divorce real quick.
Yeah,
that's when you know.
Good move.
That's when you know the wife heard a little bit more and goes, ugh. Like, I wonder if Danny Masterson's wife, after his conviction and all that stuff, if he told her something, because she was going from, I love him, and all these women were lying, I support him to the end, to see ya. And like this weekend, she's on a beach somewhere hanging out. They're divorced.
Scientology officially separate from him as well? Or they still got his back?
I don't know. They might be like all the way through and through with the guy. I'm not sure. I have been seeing, though, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, every time I see it, I feel a little bit weird about it. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I've seen these commercials for Scientology TV over and over and over again.
Oh,
sounds like your algorithm. I've never seen one.
No, I saw them on actual television when we were out somewhere. We were looking at the TV in a bar, watching the news or sports or whatever. And when they would go to a break, you'd look up and you'd see Scientology. It was like David Miscavige. And they're talking about how they have, come watch the Scientology TV network. I think.
TV network.
I think it was because what we were watching was on DirecTV or Dish Network, and they have a Scientology channel on that platform.
That makes sense.
So
Part of
they
the
were
package.
like, they were like, we'll advertise for you on all these other stations. Every time they went to break, you look up and it'd be like, watch Scientology TV. And it all seemed very culty, very brainwashy, very much strange.
I mean, I went for my friend's bachelorette. We accidentally ended up on Scientology Beach.
Oh, yeah?
It was a sight to see. And
did you have any of those people approach you? Because they are so nice.
Immediately. One lady, but she was like, cool, mom. And she's like, look his number I have here. And it was like some celebrity I've never seen before. And they tried to hook us in, but it looked like a dead zone. And it was scary.
In San Francisco, when I was by one of the Scientology places, the people who were outside pitching Scientology were the happiest people I have ever seen in my life. Of course, by design. You know, they want you to go, why are you so happy? I want to be that happy as well. And it was such a
Let me tell you.
It was such a weird encounter. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Share the Show Tuesday. Never too late to do that. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on the Jim Colbert Show, your chance to play trivia and win tickets to see Willie Nelson and family at the Apopka Amphitheater February 17th. Join us today at 3.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And for the rest of today, we're going to have some scattered thunderstorms, a cold front moving through, which replaces these sultry 70s with cooler 50s tomorrow. A couple of storms could be stronger today, so today is a Fox 35 weather impact day. By the way, tomorrow in the morning, it could freeze in places like Ocala in Gainesville, so if you're heading up that way, an early heads up. It'll be in the 40s here in Orlando. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Level up your career at the Orange County Fleet and Facilities Job Fair. Don't miss this opportunity to apply, interview, and receive a same-day offer. Qualified individuals can even get a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Open positions include equipment mechanics, HVAC mechanics, operations technicians like carpentry, plumber, electrical, and maintenance technicians, general and grounds. Benefits include paid training and certifications, tuition reimbursement, retirement options, and retention bonuses. Happening this Thursday, January 18th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2010 East Michigan Street, Orlando, Florida, 32806. That's 2010 East Michigan Street in Orlando. Go to realradio.fm/events for more information.
In a small Tennessee town, a killer was caught by unlikely investigators, high school students, and their teacher, Alex Campbell. Though the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation supports their theory, no charges have been filed. Murder 101 follows the students as they endeavor to complete the assignment.
Once you start getting a few tips or a few leads or a few identifications, then the cold case isn't so cold anymore.
Listen to Murder 101 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I'm about to tell you a secret that'll make the insurance companies madder than a wet hen. Major insurance companies use a software called Colossus to tell them what the firm you hire is likely to settle your case for. Google it yourself. They know which law firms can lowball and take the last best offer, not us. Google our firm and see billions recovered from those very same insurance companies. They know who we are, and now you know it too. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi. We've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store. Like,
wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
comforters, pillowcases.
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Are these leaking sounds and roof damage keeping you up all night? Call K1 Roofing today. Superior service, efficient workmanship, and stellar results on every job. Let K1 Roofing save you time and money. Call now from your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword new roof and get $1,000 off. It's easy. Dial pound 250 and say keyword new roof. Call K1 Roofing now. Dial pound 250 and say keyword new roof. You have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Explore exciting mechanic opportunities at the Orange County Fleet Management Job Fair. Get a same-day offer plus a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Thursday, January 18th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Orlando. Learn more at ocfl.net/job fair.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
Didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. Mark on YouTube says, I'm fascinated by Leah Remini's story after leaving Scientology. You should check that out. That's one of those things that to me was pretty much like the R. Kelly documentary series where there was so much content and I was already at the point where I said, I get the point. I understand what's going on here. For the R. Kelly one, it was like, all right, I get the point. R. Kelly's a bad dude.
Yeah, like it could have been one documentary instead of docuseries.
Yeah, like I think it could have been shorter because it's kind of miserable, especially the R. Kelly stuff. It's sad, some of the things that you hear and what happened to these women or what their allegations are. And I don't want to like go over that time and time and time again. I've already got my Curious Case and Natalia Gray stuff. I've already got
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh man, the second season of that was fun. It was a good run.
Love Has Won yet?
I did not. I don't think I've. Oh no, that's the one that Fritz was talking about originally.
Yeah.
I still have not seen that, but I have to watch that.
We're gonna have a time with that. Do it this weekend.
We started The Stranger, which
I've seen that. I think
there's a couple mini series on Netflix that are from this British author, and so far like 3 or 4 episodes into The Stranger, it is damn good.
Wait, is it a documentary thing or
no? Not at all. It's just a new show.
I see what you're saying. Okay, we're going to go to the final dispatches, maybe 1 or 2. Let's see what we got. We'll go over to Lisa G., who is talking about this 93-year-old guy that they said was in the shape of a 30, maybe 40-year-old man. Lisa G. chimes in.
News junkie, Sean, Sabrina, C-Lane, happy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Hey.
Sorry, Sean. I know that you are getting healthier. Kudos on that, especially with the quitting the smoking, but the erg or the rower is a hard machine. It really is a full body exercise. It's really good for cardio. It's really good for legs. But it is a lot harder than it looks. So I think the old guy would probably outlast you, especially if he's been doing it for a while. Anyways, congrats on the smoke-free life. C-Lane, congrats on the baby. Sabrina, congrats on the girlfriend. Hope you all had a wonderful vacation together to Ohio and Florida. But hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Lisa. Yeah, no dogs today in the background. But as far as the rower machine that the old man was on, the 93-year-old, obviously I'd have to figure it out, and I'd have to like work with it a little bit because I don't know how to use any of that stuff. And this guy's got the experience on me, but I'm talking about things that don't take a lot of experience. Like if we were in a foot race, the 93-year-old guy's not going to beat me, even if they say he's in the shape of a 30 or 40-year-old. I'm not even the shape of a 30 or 40-year-old. Right? Like I'm still it would be considered out of shape. Well, I get exercise in. I've been trying to lose some weight though. That's gone a little bit back because of the stopping the smoking stuff. I'm doing my best, or I'm doing at least a little bit over here. I still know that at most things I could beat this guy. And that means that like a fit person my age could absolutely smoke this 93-year-old man. Delicate Starfish has a dispatch.
Hey, junkies. This segment is extra hilarious to me. A few years ago, there was an ice sculpture at a live broadcast, and I witnessed Sean tried to destroy it with a crowbar. He took one swing. I laughed, and from there, I was handed the crowbar and destroyed that thing within seconds. There's no way that Sean is kicking anybody's ass. Have a great day, junkies.
First of all, okay, I was actually too powerful to break that ice sculpture.
Right.
Because if I had like a big hammer, I could have swung a large hammer. It was a little crowbar, and you're like dinging it at the ice sculpture.
Why
it
did we
wasn't
have a
the proper
crowbar?
thing. Somebody brought it. I think it might have been Mo. I'm not sure. You know how the live events are. Stuff happens all over the place. I could definitely outdo this man. I'm very, very confident in Delicate Starfish. You, it seems, and I'm not trying to be judgy about you, Delicate Starfish, but when you did that to the ice sculpture of my face, it seemed like you had some real pent-up aggression going on, because it was...
I mean,
were
she just
swinging
saw
some things out.
how you did it and was like, okay, let me actually do it since everyone's watching.
It wasn't the right tool for the job. That's what my main problem was. It happened right after the broadcast we did for God knows what. I don't remember anymore.
I think it was Cinco.
I think it was Cinco.
Yeah, probably one of the Cinco
That
de
was
Mayo
one of my
broadcasts.
top blackouts for sure.
Did not really remember most of that. Afterwards, I
did my
either.
job just as soon as we were off the air. It all came rushing to my head.
Here's JCC.
Hey, Sean. I'm 60. Think you could kick my ass? I doubt it.
I don't know. It depends on how big you are, right? Because like some 60-year-olds, I could definitely kick their ass just on account of their being 60.
Kick asses. Let's just all get along here. Okay?
I didn't start it. He's the one who said, could you kick my ass? He's asking me a question. I was just answering it. I think that it depends. Are you like big, fat, sloppy, out of shape? Then probably I could kick your ass. If you're like 60 and physically fit for a 60-year-old, I don't know. Maybe you could get me. Maybe you could best me. I'm just trying to be honest about it. I'm not trying to give myself more points than I deserve. You might think I am, but I just think a 93-year-old guy at the end of the day is a 93-year-old guy. That's where we end up. Yeah. Okay, final. No, we don't have enough time for anymore. We got to do the stories that didn't make the cut, brought to you by Nation's Trucks. Love them, and they got a great selection of trucks for you. They can help you out with a work truck, a lifted truck, or any other kind of truck that you might need. Those are available over at nationstrucks.com. There was a green goblin on the red carpet for the 75th Primetime Emmy Awards.
Beautiful.
People were very confused as to why there was a green goblin, but I guess it was one of the drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race getting a bit creative with their outfit for the evening, and many people took notice. They won what?
Best reality series, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Or
RuPaul's
non-scripted.
Drag Race. The show did, yeah. They were one of the many videos that I saw was that Green Goblin doing whatever they were doing on the carpet. And I said, okay, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's happening here. You know what? That's it for today. That's the only one that's going to make it through. Right now, let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned this guy. You're never going to get it.
That is old Jimmy. Jimmy guy. No idea.
Joe Pesci released an album in 1968 The album was called Lil Joe Sure Can Sing. And
It sounds good.
it's not bad, actually. It had a lot of covers of songs by the Bee Gees and the Beatles and various other acts that was released back in 1968. Damn, how old is Joe Pesci?
93.
He's pretty old.
God, he's got to be up there if he released an album in 1968. At last I saw, he still looked pretty decent.
He's
He wasn't-
80.
Is he 80 years old? Damn. I could kick his ass.
Oh, my
Today,
God.
in 1960, some 14,000 cats were dropped by parachute over Borneo to combat a rat plague in the area.
That must have
And it
been
was-
effing terrifying for the cats.
Can you imagine what that looked like? Just watching? And I'm assuming they were like in one thing in one parachute. But if there's 14,000, like 14,000 different cats with different parachutes coming in onto Borneo, I would watch the hell out of that. They said they dropped them off to stop this rat plague that
And then
was
the
going
parachutes
on.
came off of them, or they were just dragging that around?
I don't know.
Big
It says
choking
the
hazard.
operation was a success, so that worked. And they were flown to Singapore, delivered in crates, dropped by parachutes as part of a broader program supplying cats to fight
Wow.
the plague. Today I learned Adolf Hitler's half-nephew, William Patrick Hitler, served in the American Navy
Sounds so stupid.
during World War II, fighting against his uncle and receiving a Purple Heart. He only changed his name
Thanksgiving
to
must have been
William
awkward.
William Patrick Stewart Houston after the war. So as the World War II was going on, Adolf Hitler's half-nephew
You are
was
the worst
fighting
son and the worst
against him.
nephew.
I would imagine there was some real anger going on in the family over this whole thing, a power struggle, if you will. And finally, today I learned this band.
Jane's Addiction.
That's right. The dog bark in Been Caught Stealin' by Jane's Addiction was accidentally recorded. The singer, Perry Farrell, brought his dog to work, and when the dog got excited, did I say it wrong?
No, just feral's funny, considering feral animals. All right.
Brought his dog to work, and his dog got excited when she saw his owner singing. Rolling Stones magazine called it the best use of a dog bark since the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. There you go. Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, the same place. Missed any of the show? Go to thenewsjunkie.com and get the podcast now. We'll see you later, everybody.